All right, recording got started. Thank you all of you for joining today's live session. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Lakshmi. I live in Australia. I'm a citizen here and I'm 48 years old and I have 25 years of extensive experience in IT. Let me share the screen and start introducing myself. So I started my career way back, not now. I'm a veteran here in 2000. I graduated from India, South India, and then after that I went to UK. Here I worked as a Java developer, building the applications, deployments. Those days we used to use the Java basic struts, servers, and all the stuff. Okay, I built, and then to get married, I came back to India. So I worked. There's a company called Satyam. I worked there for a few years as a technical lead. Basically, I'm from technical background, and then after that this company was not doing well. It got collapsed and it was taken over by this company Tech Mahindra. So there I was working as a delivery manager and an account manager for GE, good projects for GE. In Satyam I was working for City Group, as a big City Group, and here I was working for GE and other projects. And then I moved to Belgium. So here I worked as a senior Scrum Master, Agile coach. I worked on the leadership roles as well in Netherlands and Belgium for 4.5 years here. Okay, and then sorry, 3 years, and then after that I moved to Australia. I'm all over the place. I moved to Australia. So here I got selected as an Agile coach for the account management department for National Australia Bank. So I worked as an Agile coach from 2017 to 21, and then for a better pay and for a better role, and I moved to Cognizant. There is another organization. All these are all service-based companies, and yeah, through Cognizant, I was serving for Westpac Bank, and here I worked for close to 1 year, and then eventually I ended up floating my own company, hands-on agile coaching company, in the year 2022, and we have been really doing well. I am the director of the company, and I am also the agile trainer. Okay, that's the backbone of my company. So from this company, we are also doing a lot of other training programs like DevSecOps, artificial intelligence and machine learning, the cybersecurity, Power BI, PMP. All these training programs are completely job oriented and hands-on training programs. Okay, and I personally take care of these things, and we have very reputed, experienced trainers who are all of my trainers are working professionals, because when we learn the subject from a working professional, we understand the subject very much in a detailed way, in a practical way. That's very, very important. Theory nowadays, you open Chat GPT or you open Google, you ask for something, you will get a lot of theory. But what you need to excel in the job or to clear the interview is the practical expertise. That's the reason a lot of students they come from all parts of the world. Okay, and that's in nutshell about me. I'm married. I have my wife, and she is helping me in my operation activities. And I have my two daughters. One is going to grade 9, and another one is going to grade 12. And we are settled here in Melbourne, Australia, and I live in West Melbourne. Okay, team. So right now you see that the time is 10:30, already Saturday morning. For those who joined from USA might be feeling weird. So I just had my breakfast, coffee, and joined for this class. USA people, you just had your dinner and joining the class. India people, it is 6 o'clock early in the morning, so you're just waking up. And I have to say sorry to my people from European region, because some of you registered from UK, two people from UK registered, one person from Italy registered as well. That's like very, very odd timings, like 1:30 a.m. in UK, 3 a.m. in Italy. I understand that this is not at all comfortable for you, but I greatly appreciate from the bottom of the heart for showing the passion to join my live class. Waking up at 1 a.m., 3 a.m. is not at all easy, but you guys are waking up and joining. It means a lot to me, and it also raise the expectations, how much you are expecting from this training program. Okay, and I also run this Telegram group. I own this Telegram group, and you can see that more than 5,800 people are there, and I'm the admin. and a lot of people join this group. And then I post a lot of job opportunities. For example, here junior risk, senior security risk analyst, junior software tester, and then something related to the AIML, and then yeah. So a continuous support will be there. Let's say you guys complete the training after 1 month or after 3 months, you need any help, any support, you can ask in the group or you can ask in the WhatsApp group also. And here we float lot of free webinars and then job opportunities, everything I post. Okay, team. And I have started doing these the agile training not now. I've been doing this for a while. So since I was in Belgium 2015, so close to 10 years we are doing. But the things got accelerated, especially due to during the COVID time. No, most of the people working from home started learning online. That's where people from all parts of the world they started reaching me. The word of mouth, it speaks. When we are doing something good, even if you are in the middle of the forest, people they will come and find a path to reach you. That I always strongly believe. That's what my father always tell. He's a farmer. He's no longer there. Both my mother and father passed away. But always remember that one. If you do the things very efficiently, passionately, and that shows a way to the people, they will come and take your services. Okay. So I always believe in that one. That's the reason, even if you see my WhatsApp, if you see people from USA, these are all the people whom I trained earlier from USA. Look at that. So if I type the people from UK, so these are all the people from UK whom I train, plenty. And then similarly, people from Africa, if I type Africa, so plenty. So people from I train lot of students, thousands here, not in hundreds, thousands across the globe, especially on this agile project management and everything. Now, we also have to understand that the things are changing drastically, not slowly, drastically. So, whatever we learned or whatever we have been thinking like few years back, it's no longer much relevant now because nowadays we are talking about cybersecurity, we are talking about the AIML, and even if you open the job opportunities, earlier, if you type only Scrum, for example, if you want to be a Scrum Master, if you learn Scrum, that is good enough. But gone are those days. Now I'm just typing Scrum. Let's say, for example, I'm typing United States, the biggest market. So let's see the day jobs that got posted in the last 1 week alone. You can see 16,000 jobs. And here, junior project manager, agile scrum master. Okay. And then technical project manager, coordinator, and then hybrid roles are coming in the market. So you have to perform various other activities along with the Scrum Master, Agile Scrum Master, Project Manager, Agile Project Manager, Program Manager, IT Project Manager. So learning only Scrum is not good enough. So we should be wearing multiple hats. We need to broaden our skills and have that knowledge in all those areas so that our profile will be widely preferred by many of the organization. You can see here, for example, Scrum Master slash Project Manager. So if you want to be a good project manager, learning only project manager is not good enough. You have to learn Scrum as well. So our training is going to cover Scrum Master, project manager, and product owner to large extent. To large extent. We have a lot of training programs on the internet. Thousands and thousands of training programs are there, but 99% of them, they are more of a theory where it will help you to understand the concept, help you to clear the examination. Okay. So our goal, we are investing our hard-earned money, valuable time, not to get the certification. We want beyond that one, right? All of us, we want to settle well in a good job. So to clear the interviews or to settle down in the jobs, so we need to really understand the subject in a practical way. That's very, very important. Clear? So that's what you are going to gain the knowledge, the subject in a practical way from my class. So that's a quick in nutshell about myself. I'm turning off my camera. I want your high attention on the screen. We are starting the live class today. So if you see the agenda for today, yeah, I don't want to talk about all the stuff. Yeah, my one is legally registered company here in Australia. This is the company name. Yeah, and the company name and all the stuff. Okay, today our focus is going to be on, okay, let me quickly walk through. So today we are going to understand, I will be giving introduction to the, I will be giving introduction to the SDLC, like some of you joined from a different, altogether a different background. So I will help you to understand software development lifecycle and what is a waterfall methodology and how overall a project management we are going to build, we are going to manage that project and what are the challenges, how Agile came to existence, Agile manifesto. We will do a small assignment in a tool called Confluence. Okay, we'll go for a break. And then after the break, again, we are going to understand what is Scrum, what is the Scrum framework, and all the stuff. This is for today. Tomorrow, we are going to join at the same time. We will understand the roles very much in detail. Developer role, product owner role, Scrum Master role. Similarly, next weekend, we are going to have we are going to understand the vision, roadmap, requirement gathering, okay, backlog prioritizations, estimations, agreements, all this stuff. Okay, I I already emailed this document to all of you. In case if any of you joined new and if you are interested in this schedule, reading the schedule after the class, you can download it. I am just pushing it onto your message. Just 1 minute. All right, team. Cool. Now let's get started. I will be sharing all the material slides and everything will be there in the Google Drive. No worries at all. Okay, team, let's get started. We are going to learn together as a team for over 5 weeks. It's not a one-day training. It's over 5 weeks, more than a month. So it is important to have a better discipline. So that discipline will comes with agreements. With agreements. Now, what are the working agreements? Look at this one. So please try to join from a quiet space. Okay, all my classes are going to be highly engaging with high quality. So I want you to find a quiet space and join. Show up on time. So all the live sessions will be joining at the same time. And please stay mentally and physically present. We don't need cameras. We're not to show each other here in this classroom. So please turn off your cameras, mute your mic. I forcefully muted all of your mic. But if you have any questions, no matter whether it is really small or big, please drop your question in the window. I will answer all your questions. Then only I will complete the class. Okay, and towards the end of the class, I will also allow you to unmute. So you can unmute, you can talk about your challenges or situations, or maybe in the real time you're already working as a Scrum. Some of the working Scrum Masters already registered. So if you want to talk about any specific to your particular project, please feel free to speak. But when others are speaking, so please allow others to finish before you speak. No distractions, please. Don't think that, oh, I can start cooking and then I can listen to the class. You are missing something really valuable. And the assignments, hands-on assignments, I'm going to give to you guys. Okay. So this week, if you see today's assignment, I already sent it to your email. This is the week 1 assignment. What is this about? I will talk. We are all going to do. We are going to practice the tools, something like this Confluence tool. We are going to use a tool called Jira tool, whatnot. Lot of practicals will be there throughout the classes. Okay. And then one more, please complete the assignment on time. And another one, which is the top priority, is respecting others for who they are. I do get students from various backgrounds, various cultures. I get people from India, from Africa, from USA, from Australia, from Middle East, Turkey. So you will be seeing people with the different slangs, different colors, different religions, regions. So I want you guys to respect each other for who they are. As I clearly mentioned in the red color, a zero tolerance policy for any kind of negative remarks on the region, religion, or something like this. So if you're trying to violate, if you're trying to make a fun of others, I always tell to my students, your money is least priority to me. Again, one more time, I'm repeating. Your money is least priority to me. If you think that oh, I paid money to Lakshmi and I can behave whatever I like, unfortunately, this is not the right place. Okay? I don't want to repeat it again. So please ensure that you respect others, be polite, and be patient. We are here to support. Okay, team? Perfect. Good. That's it. No big rules. Now, I want to introduce the concept called software development lifecycle. What is this all about? What is a software? Please pay attention to my voice and onto the screen, please. Some of you joined my last week webinar. It would be a little bit of repetition, but it is very important for you to understand the concept. Okay, now let us see how to build, let us target a healthcare app. Healthcare app. Or maybe let us talk about a bank. Okay, we'll talk about a bank. Maybe I'm taking a bank from UK. Yeah, I'm taking a bank from UK, NatWest Bank. Let us say I want to build a similar bank where we offer various services to our customers. Like we want to offer customers loans, mortgage, investments, insurance, blah, blah, blah. Good. Now, here I'm having a $10 million in my account. What I want to do, I want to do a business and I want to build a bank and run a bank. I want to build a bank and run a bank. Now, in order to run the bank, first of all, we have to build the features and showcase to the customers that, hey, these are the features that we offer. Yeah. So in order to build the features, I have to follow certain rules, certain regulations. Yes or no? Because it's a legal business that we have to do. And I can't do everything on my own. I need to employ few people. I need to employ few people. So here now I'm employing a person. This guy name is John. So John is the person who is responsible for gathering the regulatory requirements. Regulatory requirements. So if you just, for example, what John will be doing, so regulatory requirements, NatWest Bank, just giving you a glimpse. Okay, so what are the regulatory requirements? This is a prudential regulation, and we have the consumer protection, and then we have the GDPR, data privacy, and all the things, right? So look at these requirements. Oh my God. So what John will be doing? John will be closely collaborating with all these uh, respect to business authorities, understand the requirements and what. So now John is going to gather the requirements like GDPR, this, anti-money laundering. Because if we want to run the bank, we have to follow all these rules and regulations. Good. So now John is doing that one. Now I appointed another person. This person name is Sam. Sam, because we want to be secure, because a lot of security attacks are happening, I want to build a bank with a lot of security. So I'm going to take now cyber security requirement examples. Now, what Sam will be doing? Sam will be focusing on the cybersecurity area. How can we build, how can we improve the cybersecurity posture for our bank? So data protection, payment security, identity authentication. In case if any incident happens, how do we respond? Operation resilience and governance and controls, the third party risk assessment, financial crimes and fraud. So this guy is into the cybersecurity space. Getting it? He's going to take care of the cybersecurity requirements. Good. Now, the customer wants The customer, we are the customers for the bank. Do we really care if the bank is following regulations or not? Do we really care? But what we want is, let us say, for example, I want a loan, something valuable for me. So we need a marketing people, sorry, we need some people who can gather the requirements for the features for the banking customers as well. Banking customers, right? Now we want examples, requirement. So we want some features which will be helpful and meaningful. So what the customers like us, we want online banking portal. We should be able to do the fund transfer, and we want to withdraw the cash. We want to make the payment credit card. We want to apply for the loan. Making sense or not? These are all the features we want. Now these people, they say that, oh, let us build a secure banking portal, online money transfer, this, all the features. How many features are there? Mobile app, customer data storage. Let us do all these activities. All these activities. Good, good. Now look at my team. I have a smart team. I employed my smart team. My smart team is gathering a lot of requirements from different perspectives. Lot of requirements, right? So who are these people? They are helping me in ensuring that my business runs smoothly. Similarly, I have to employ another person who take care of the legal requirements. I need to employ another person who can do the competitor analysis. Who are our competitor? For example, Barclays Bank, Lloyds Bank in UK. I'm talking about. I was in UK, so I'm talking UK banking examples. So I have to do a research on who are my competitors, what they are offering, and what is the bank that we need to build. Because if I'm trying to offer exactly the same thing like what my competitors are offering, why customers will come to me? I need to make the difference. I need to showcase myself that we are something different. Then only I can attract more number of customers to my bank. Agree or not? Cool. So he's going to do the competitor analysis, come up with their own requirements. This guy is into the regulatory, this guy into the security, legal, and customer enhancements, customer features. All these people are there. Now, in short, I'm calling them as business people. Business people. Who are these people? The business people. They are the one who will help to run this particular bank safe, securely, and smoothly. If you take any organization, you will find the business people. It all depends on the nature of the business. A hospital, healthcare, oil and gas, infra, construction, retail, whatnot. For every business, we need to have these business people. So we are talking about a banking example, which most of us gets connected because each of us at least will do transactions. All of us have a bank accounts. Now, what is the goal? We have all these requirements. The goal is we want to come up with a banking portal like this. We want to build a digital bank. We want to build a digital bank. This is a software. This is a software that we have to build, right? So for this particular software we to build, we need people who can translate who can understand these requirements, who can translate this into a working software, right? Now I am employing, now I am employing IT teams, information technology teams, correct? Good. Now, what is the project? The project is we want to build all these features. What are all the features we are talking about? The online banking, ATM withdrawal, card payment, loan, mobile bank, everything we want to build. Clear? Now, who has to build? The IT teams. Now, in order to complete this particular work, this is a project, right? We have set a certain set of things that needs to be completed by some time. It's a particular project. So, in order to manage this particular project, I need a manager. Now, I need a manager. Now, here I am appointing another manager. This particular guy name is Ram. Ram is our project manager. What is the responsibility of Ram? Ram's responsibility is to ensure that to complete this particular project, to understand the requirement of the project, what needs to be built, and to form people, to employ people who can complete this work and get this work done on time. The business people, they said that, oh, let us target this by end of the year. For example, let us start this by 2026 and complete it by end of 2026. That's the goal. Yeah. Now, Ram again, can he do the work on his own? No, right? We need people to complete the work. Now, we need in the whenever we want to build something, we have to do for initially bit of analysis. Analysis. Maybe let me give you a small layman example. I am last year I want to build a house. Yeah. So what we have done? I I asked. So this is me. Yeah. So this is me and my wife. Oh, my screen, touch screen. So this is me, my wife, and my two daughters. We came together. So we have something running in our mind. We want to build a house, but we want to build a good house which will satisfy all our needs. Satisfaction is important, right? I have certain requirements. I need to have the office room for teaching, maybe a gym area, this. I'm like, I don't do gym. I don't have time, but I just do only walking. And my wife said, oh, you know what? I want to have a beautiful kitchen, this one, nice, beautiful, nice balcony, blah, blah, blah. And my daughter said, Dad, I want a good play area and some music area, home theater. My younger daughter, she is a little bit naughty. She wants some play area and she wants some study area and then a home theater as well. So we all have different needs. So what I have done, I documented all these requirements. I documented all these requirements. So first stage is business requirement gathering. Making sense? So what we have to do? Then after gathering the requirements, I went to an architect and she's the architect and I asked, oh, these are all the requirements. Can you come up with a plan? So what is the responsibility of the architect? She is going to do the analysis, a preliminary analysis of the requirements and saying that she is going to come up with a draft plan. Hey, Lakshmi, look, this is how your house is going to look like. Okay. So this is a plan, analysis and a design. Let me keep it this word, a design. It's not a livable house. It is just a simple sketch on the paper. Exactly. Right. After the design, what is the next stage? Oh, I took this design, I borrowed my loan, and then I went to this guy who is very famous builder, Melbourne Builders. Now he has his nice team. Now what they do? They have done the build. So based on my requirements, based on this design, so they build the house. Getting it? They build the house. Now they tested it thoroughly. Test. And then they have done the release. They have done the they have done the release. What do you mean by release? Making it available to the clients. I mean, I'm their client. So I can now happily live in this house. And they have given some maintenance as well. Maintenance. This is the life cycle of any house, isn't it? Very simple to understand. What are the different stages we have gone through? What are the different phases that are involved? Requirement gathering, design, analysis and design, build, test, release, maintain. Yes or no? Clear? In a similar way, even in IT as well. So here, whenever we want to start with any particular project work, so all these requirements are there. Now these requirements written by the business people, we are going to call them as BRD, Business Requirement Document, BRD, Business Requirement Document. Let me show you a real-time business requirement document. Hold on. Let me show you a business requirement document. Yeah. For one of the previous project, this is the business requirement document I got. We will go through the details later point of time. Let's not worry about the details. Look at this. We want to create some mortgage request BRD, business requirement document. So we have to complete. So once all these requirements are completed, that is done. Maybe I'll show you another document as well, a template basically. Look at this one, document. And for this particular BID, who is the project owner, business owner, and then the development system architect, development lead, QA lead. Got it? What is the summary? Why we are doing this particular project? Not for fun, right? We have to, there should be a problem statement. There is some problem. So in order to satisfy that problem, and we have to build something. What are the business driver and what is the scope of the work? Look at that. As is to be. Got it, team? That's a business requirement document. Now, again, let's come back to our example. Now we want to build a bank. So these business people, they came up with a business requirement document. So now we have the project manager here. Now this project manager, Ram, has appointed few designers. Few designers. What is their job? Their job is to do the design work. So they understand the requirements. They do the high level design. How the design document looks like, we will understand it later. They do the low level design, high level design, and they come up with a high level solution. Hey guys, this is how you're going to do the actual build. Okay, good. Now, once this design document is ready, the solution approach, they will hand it over to developers because we need people who can do the actual development. Now comes our developers. Who is going to build the application? Who is going to build the banking application? Now, when the developers are building the application, you have to understand that any application, you will see there is a front end, back end. What do you mean by front end? Front end is something that we are seeing. Let's say, for example, I am sitting in front of my system and I want to order a smartwatch for my wife. Example. So this is Amazon.com. So whatever I am seeing is the front end. Now, when I'm clicking on the smartwatch, it is displaying all the information. Yeah, somewhere it is storing all the information, right? So all the information will be stored in the data storage. Data storage. It could be cloud. Oops. It could be on the ground. We call on-prem, or it can be on the cloud. Yeah. So let us say it's just simply a database. All the data storage is there. Data store or database information. Now, when the customer clicks for the particular watch, the watch information is residing here, right? Now we need people, the developers, who can they have to build the logic in such a way that whatever the customer requested, they have to carry that request, process this information, display this information back here, right? So that is called request and response. Request and response. In IT, we call it as API, application programming interface. Whenever you think of API, always remember this one. So API is just a business logic they were built by the developers, which will carry the request, process the information, display the response. Now, what is the next step? Lakshmi is interested in ordering the smartwatch for his wife. Now, when Lakshmi gives the credit card details, now the credit card details needs to be validated with the bank, National Australia Bank. And then here also request response. So you see that lot of things are happening behind the screen. So that is called backend. Now, Ram has appointed these developers who can do the front end development like screens, images, fonts, color, okay, front end functionality, validations and everything. And Ram also appointed few database engineer who can build the database, maintain the database. He also appointed few backend engineers who can build the business logic. Clear? So they have done the front end and the back end build. Good. Now, after this stage, what is the next stage? Because the application is really ready, can we just directly release it to the market? Example, I built some ABC bank. Can I directly release that to the market without doing the testing? If I just release it, what will happen? Let us say customers are facing a lot of problems. Maybe they are trying to click on the loans and it is not working. They try to click on the mortgage, it is not at all loading. And there is no security testing done. Maybe some a cyber hacker, he just clicked on the one of the links and he blocked the entire website. He's saying that, hey, Lakshmi, look, you give me a $1 million and then only I will release your website. Otherwise, you are blocked. So proper testing needs to be done. Without testing, if you deliver, so you're compromising on the quality, you're compromising on the security, you're compromising on the performance, which will result in very, very bad feedback from the customers. Yes or no? The testing is very important stage for any product, either it is a digital product, software, or a hardware product, like for example, laptop or a smartphone. When you go and purchase your smartphone, invested $1,000, and this is not really working well because it was not tested. So you are going to give a very bad feedback, reviews and everything. Agree or not? Agree or not? Yeah. So that's the reason testing is very, very important for the applications. So now Ram also appointed few testers. Their job is to their job is to do the testing. Clear? Testing. Testing. What they do? They will be preparing all the business cases like this. Okay, test cases, and they will try to execute each and every test case. Okay. For example, let us say if you see here, test case for payment, what the testers will be doing, they will try to analyze the business requirements and prepare a test case for all the scenarios. Okay, so this is the scenario. Okay, making a domestic transfer. Okay, preconditions. What are the steps? What is the expected result? And domestic transfer, faster payment, international transfer. This one, card contacts. So these are all the test cases. Got it? What is the step? What is the expected result as per the business requirement? Let us say, uh, let us say if this, uh, for example, payment cancellation is not working when the customer click on cancel. So they are going to raise this as a defect. Hey, as per the business requirement, customer supposed to get the OTP, but the OTP is not getting generated. So they're going to understand that one, they will fix it and they will ask them to retest. So once the testing is done, once all the test cases are passed, once we identify that there are no defects, what will happen in real time if the testers are having, if the testers, for example, OTP is not generating. So the testers, they are going to take a platform like this and they are going to create a defect. They are going to create a defect saying that I will teach this tool. Don't worry about it. Just giving you a fear of it. What are the testers? The testers, they're going to create a here OTP is not generated to confirm the transfer. For example, one time password. Yeah, look at this. Got it? Now, this one, the OTP is not generated, right? Now they are going to assign that to, for example, uh, Charity. Now Charity is going to take up the work. So this OTP is not working. So she's going to analyze why this is not doing, and then again do the retest. Once this is done, she will move to done. So like that, the developers in real time, they're going to do. Now, once the application is completely defect free, once we've done the thorough testing, then what is the next stage? Next stage is release, isn't it? It's ready. Our application is ready. We have done proper design. We have done that build. We have done the testing. Now release, which means that customers like us, end customers like us, we can start using the banking services. So we can use the banking application from the phone, from our laptop, from our iPad or whatever, all the devices. We can start using it. Now, after releasing, can I keep quiet? We have to maintain, isn't it? We have to maintain. We have to take care of the customers. We also have to do the customer care. Customer care. Maybe the customers needs some more additional things. Maybe I have to enhance the application as well. So we have to maintain the application. Getting it? Now, what are the different stages we have seen here? The business people, they are coming up with the brainstorming, they're coming up with all the requirements, requirement gathering, then they do the design, then they do the build, test, release, maintain. Similar to the housing example, requirement gathering, design, build, test, release, maintain. Okay, I want all of you to remember this one, please. Why so many windows? Sorry, team. So first, requirement analysis, design, build, test, release, maintain. I want all of you to read the slides. I don't like reading slides in the class. Okay, a software development lifecycle we call SDLC. SDLC, software development lifecycle. In many of the job descriptions, you will see, oh, you should be having a thorough understanding of the complete entire SDLC process. So in each and every stage, I'm going to deep dive later point of time very much in detail, but not today. So requirement brainstorming, any particular project, brainstorming the business requirements, and then design, develop, test, deploy. Deployment is nothing but release, and then maintain. Maintain. Cool. Now, this particular work, this particular banking project, we can do it, we can take two approaches. We can take two approaches. One is waterfall. As a project manager, I can I can do this particular project. I can listen carefully. I can apply waterfall methodology. I also can apply agile methodology. Now, how do I know when to apply waterfall, when to apply agile is very, very important for a particular project manager. For that reason, we need to deep dive in understanding how a waterfall works, how agile works. Now, when you're talking about the waterfall methodology, we aim, listen carefully, we aim to complete all the work in one go because we have all the set of requirements here, all the set of requirements, the business requirements and the cybersecurity requirements. And then we also have to build a loan application. So we have this entire business requirements. Now, for all the set of requirements, we do the design and then do the development. We do the testing, then we release. Then we release. This is the waterfall approach. Waterfall approach. Now, what are the challenges with the waterfall approach? Let us understand. So with the challenge, one of the main challenge with the waterfall approach is the time of delivery. Because we are aiming to complete all these requirements in one go. We started this particular project in 2026. We started this particular project in 2026. For various reasons, we completed in 2028. Example. Okay, Lakshmi, that's okay. It sounds like a plan. What is the problem? My problem is about my customers, about their needs. My customer needs are changing drastically. Customer needs are changing drastically. So whatever the assumptions that we made here, they may or may not be relevant to the needs at this point of time. Agree or not? So here I thought our customers will be using the debit card payments, credit card payments. But the technology is evolved over a period of time. By the time we released 2020 in 2028, customers they are not using credit card credit card payments anymore. So they are going with the palm scan. Simply at the checkout, you scan your palm and your palm is linked to your bank. I mean, the palm data is linked to your bank. So here the customer says, who is using the cards now? Maybe a retina scan, a biometric authentication. So whatever the assumptions we made, they are no longer relevant. So they are not going to use. Imagine we want to build a smartphone. So we started in 2010 and we released in 2020. Okay, our needs are changing or not? Agree or not? So we want to build a smartphone. We gathered the requirements that okay, customers will be heavily interested in the phones communicating. We have done a lot of research and everything, and we took 5 years. So after 5 years or after 10 years, we released. We started this in 2010 and we released this in 2020. Now, do you think that the customer needs changed or not in 10 years? Yes or no? Do you think that it is satisfying the needs of customer in 2010, but is it satisfying the needs of customer in 2020? Our needs got changed. We want to do the banking from the phone. We want to watch the movies. We want to do every possible thing from our smartphone, isn't it? That's our need. So nobody is going to purchase this phone. So nobody is interested in my banking app now because needs of customers got changed. And top of it, let us say if there is a security, like the security attacks are happening, we are seeing, right? So we have, let's, if I just type here, and if I just type cyber security, and you see here chain and access hacker, targeting cloud, lot of attacks are happening everywhere. Even in the Australia also recently also we have the cyber security attacks and breaches. So we want to, initially it was not there, but 2027 latest AI attacks are happening. We don't know even who is attacking. That software is attacking and that software is automatically diminishing. So we can't even trace the IP address, nothing. So how can we track? So these things are changing. Initially, when we documented, we just documented a high level security. But now we have to think about the AI security as well. AI security. Now we want to, if I ask my development team to add the AI security, they say that, oh, our design is already finalized. So we have to redo the design, we have to redo the development, we have to redo the deployment. So instead of completing the project in 2028, we completed in 2029. So overall, we are missing the timelines. Overall, we are missing the budget. Projects are failing. Projects are failing. Ram is no longer an efficient project manager. Projects are failing. And what about the testing? The testing is always done towards the end of the project in this waterfall way. Waterfall approach, the testing is always done towards the end. We are not able to engage the customers early. Testing is done towards the end, compromising on the quality. If there is any change, we are not able to observe the change. Basically, it's not flexible. Basically, it is not agile. There is no flexibility. So this is the waterfall approach. These are the challenges. So if you are going with the waterfall approach, what are the challenges? Delayed testing, changing in the requirements, longer time to market. What is a long time to market? How much of time we are taking to deliver a feature. Always remember, the longer the time of delivery, the more risk we are embracing for. More risk we are embracing for. Because with the time delivery, the risk is proportionate. The time and risk is proportionate. Proportionate. You are embracing more risk. You are embracing more uncertainty. You are trying to build. If you deliver here, at least you know if it is working or not. So if you are delivering here, you are investing a lot of money or and on and on. Later point, after 2 years, you are realizing that, oh, this is no longer satisfying the needs of the customer. Your products are failing. Your projects are failing. Clear? Longer time to market, limited client feedback. When the customers are giving feedback, oh, this is working, this is not working, only in 2028 they are giving the feedback. Boss, I'm running a business. What about my money? I invested a lot of money over 2 years. So I am getting my return on investment only after 2 years. We call return on investment. Waterfall approach. Challenges. Not suitable for large complex project, especially in IT and product based where the requirements are changing, evolving. Not suitable because market the customer requirements are changing. So if I follow this approach, this is no longer working. So waterfall project, I can confidently apply as a project manager the waterfall approach when we have a defined scope. Exact, okay, what is the exact work that needs to be complete? A one-time kind of a delivery. where the requirements are not changing, where the requirements are not evolving, I can go for waterfall approach. Agree or not? I want to build a house. We do the basement, pillars, roof. This is what the customer asked and delivered. Are we going to add more and more floors continuously? No. This is the customer need done. The we want to build a bridge on the river. We start the work here, we delivered. That's it, a delivery. Agree or not? I want to build a hospital. So we build the physical hospital and everything. It's done. I want to build a healthcare app. Healthcare app. So can I just build this healthcare app in one go, deliver and leave like that? No, right? This application is being used by plenty of customers, the healthcare app, doctors, patients. So everybody have their own needs and it has to change. It is changing. So I can't apply the waterfall approach. Everything. So now, to overcome these challenges, so what are the challenges? We want to have a mechanism where I can engage the customer early, where I can get my return on investment early, where we should be able to absorb the change, where we can do the thorough testing for each and every features. Clear? Now, let us see the other approach called Agile. Agile. And let us see the advantages. Let us see the advantages. Now, again, the business people are same here in the waterfall. These are all the business people from legal, maintenance. Oops. Look at our business people here. I will bring these characters later. These are the business people who take care of the regulatory requirements, legal, infra, whatnot. Okay. Now, listen carefully. This is the new approach. Where are our requirements? We have the requirements here. What we want to build for our customers? We want to build the credit cards, loans, a mobile app, and everything. If we are trying to build again all in one go, it will take too much of time. We want to engage the customer early. Apparently, we can't deliver in one go. So we have to identify what is really important for our customers and then deliver only that to the customers. Agree or not? Yeah. Now, first of all, we want to document all these requirements in at a place so that we can prioritize what is really important for our customers. So a document is it is nothing but a backlog. A backlog list of things that needs to be completed over a period of time is a backlog. A backlog, correct? So what are the features that we want to build for our customers? We want to offer we want to offer secure login. So we want to offer secure login. What else we want to offer to our customers? We want to offer we want to offer loans. Just 1 minute. I'm trying to be more realistic. We want to offer, oh my God, we want to offer loans. Sorry, team, just 1 minute. It's responding a little bit low, a little bit slow. Not catching my speed. Refresh. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sometimes these apps, come on. Ha, ha, ha. Just 1 minute, team. Changes could not be saved. Why? Just just 1 minute, team. Okay, it should be fine. Now we want to offer loans, yeah, and we want to offer payments. We want to offer payments. We want to offer insurance. We want to offer, for example, check deposits, or we want to improve the maybe wealth management. Example, okay? Now, so these are the business people, they gather the requirements. So these requirements we represented according to the customer needs, what customer wants. Now, are we going to deliver all these things in one go? It will take too much of time. That is the reason what we do, we prioritize what is really important for the customer and then only deliver those items to the customer. Now, let us say here in the month of September, listen carefully, in the month of September, we are targeting a monthly delivery, not after 2 years, after 3 years. If we fail, that's okay. Fail fast is the mantra nowadays. So in the month of September, we want to engage the customers. The customer wants a secure login and they want to go for the accounts. So the goal for the September is we want to engage the customers, okay, by end of September. Now, what is that we have done? So here we took the requirement secure login and then the savings account, business account requirements. Now I appointed few developers, the front end designers, back end designers. What they do? They do the design, development, testing. So they do the, so what our developers do? Here also we have to follow the SDLC. In order to deliver a value, in order to develop a value, we have to follow the SDLC. Here the developers might they do design, they do the development, they do the testing. These two people, then they did it. Now that's it. Now here our customers, what they're able to do? They're able to securely log in. They're able to uh, avail the savings account, business account, whatnot. Good. So we delivered the value, engage the customers, and ask the feedback from the customers. Hey, is this okay? What else you want? Customer said, oh, why don't we have the loans? We are looking for loans, not much of accounts. Yeah, our customer needs loans. So then we prioritize loans. We ask these people to build the loan applications, car loan, home loan, personal loan, all this stuff. Okay. And then in the month of October, in the month of October, we are going to build the loans, build the loans, and deliver the loans to our customers. Now, customers, they can avail car loans, personal loan, home loan, whatnot. Again, delivery happened, get the feedback. I'm able to get the return on investment. I'm able to get the return on investment because customers are depositing the money. They are using the loans. I'm getting the interests and everything. Getting it? So next in the month of November, we decided to offer insurance. Example. But the marketing conditions are changing and the business people they came said, oh, we want to improve the security posture of the organization. That is high priority. We want to improve the security posture of the organization. So let us have a separate cybersecurity department and then build the cybersecurity, improve that. So instead of insurance, we have done the reprioritization and improve the cybersecurity posture and delivered. So this is much more flexible, isn't it? And each and every feature, we are doing the design development testing. So testing is performed against each and every feature. So all the features are with the high quality. Whereas in the waterfall ways of working, for all the features, we are doing testing towards the end. Testing towards the end. Getting it? Here you see. So here, we are breaking down the large work into smaller chunks, prioritizing what matters to the organization, what matters to the customer, and we are doing the design development, testing, release. We are talking about the frequent releases. We are talking about the releases, releasing the features which will continuously satisfy the needs of the customer. Now, if you follow this, if you see the approach, for example, Samsung or iPhone or any applications or any companies nowadays, any successful company, even the banking, healthcare, they are following this agile approach. Agree or not? Your Samsung phones, they are changing because our needs are changing. So they are delivering S20, S21, S24, maybe Flip, whatnot, all the stuff. Similarly, you have iPhone, i10, i15, i17. Are they going to stop? No, they're continuously coming up with the different models which will satisfy the needs of the customer. Even the cars, even the watches, even the fridge, even the TV. You take any product, the products are changing. They are applying the agile approach, continuously understanding the changing needs of the customer, documenting those needs, building what customer wants, keeping the customer at the center of the stage, building a features, customer centric features, we call customer centric features. Got it, team? That's what the agile. That's agile. Now, we understood the difference between waterfall approach, agile approach. Okay. Now, I want to give you a small. So look at this traditional project management. For the banking app, a project manager creates a 12-month plan. As a project manager, this Ram, if he has to do the waterfall, if he has to apply the waterfall approach, this is a 1-year plan, right? Waterfall approach. So how you are going to drive this, how you are going to deliver this particular project? You're going to build a 12-month plan. Requirements are frozen. Yeah, this is the app we want to build. The requirements are fixed. The scope of the app is fixed. And then we do the design development testing. Boom, release that to the customers. Done. The app is only delivered after 1 year. The mobile banking app. So if this particular bank wants, let us say we want to improve the security of the customers, let us introduce the biometric login and maybe the finger scan like that. So a lengthy change request. Oh, we have to change a lot of requirements, a lot of design, blah, blah, blah. A traditional approach, a project management, traditional project management, waterfall approach. So, but the same guy, the same Ram, when he is applying the agile, what Ram is going to do? Now the features are broken into the sprints. In the first 2 months, the team delivers basic login and account balance. And then in the second 3 months, they will be delivering the features, delivering the features, delivering the features. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, got it? Like, well, when you join as a project manager in the organization, when you join as a project manager in the organization, so you can go for the traditional, you can apply, maybe you need to have a clear understanding when can apply the traditional project management practice, when can apply the agile project management is important. Now, I will give you a small quiz. We want to build a house. We want to build, we want to build a house. We want to build a mobile banking app. Okay, team. Now I am, let us say, mm, what I have to do. Just 1 minute, yeah. We have a lot of tools. I'm just thinking. So, okay, let me give a small example. Okay, so here, let's say waterfall or agile. I want you to determine. Okay, I will give you a few examples. Now, I want all of you to think just for 1 minute. Okay, so when you add, when you add the card, when you add the card. Okay, so I want you to give each of you two examples. One card for waterfall, one card for agile. Okay, let me keep it simple. Yeah, we will do the hands-on activities later. I want to build a hospital. Build hospital. And I also want to build a healthcare app. Healthcare app. Okay. Now for this, for this, what I want you to, can you please log into this app? I mean like this, I'm just sending you this link. I want you to please click on this link. I want you to please log in. I want you to please log in. And then what you do, so again, okay, so, okay, 1 minute, yeah. I want you to click better, 1 minute. I want each of you to click here, sticky note, and write, for example, for hospital, to build a hospital, I use agile approach. You give agile. And to build a um, healthcare app, healthcare app, I want to use waterfall. So I want you to write like this one, please. I want to see how much you understood, you guys. We want to build a hospital and a healthcare app. So please create the sticky notes. I want all of you to please join and then tell me the approach. What is the approach as a project manager that you're going to take? So somebody mentioned healthcare app, waterfall. Can you please click on the link, my dear students, and add your sticky note? Somebody mentioned hospital. There to build a hospital, they're going to use waterfall approach. Good. Healthcare app agile. Hospital waterfall. Okay. I'm still waiting some more inputs. Healthcare app agile. Hospital is the waterfall. Okay. Good, good, good. Most of you mentioned that the hospital is like a waterfall. That's correct. Hospital is a waterfall. Housing, the construction of the house is a waterfall. Traditional, like, very good. You're done correct. So whenever you want to build a house, are you going to apply agile? Agile is not required. So because everything is planned upfront to build the house, you have the council approval, you have the scope of the requirement, you have the blueprint, everything, time, budget. Okay. The focus is on the predictability, documentation, risk. So for the construction, infrastructure, manufacturing, regulatory requirements, you can go for our traditional waterfall approach and then the PMP project managements. But when you're doing the mobile banking app, do you know everything upfront what your customer wants? I floated a company called Hands-On Agile Coaching Company way back in 2022. Do I know everything upfront what my customer wants in 2025 and 2030? I don't know. Market is changing. According to the changes, I have to observe. According to the changes, I have to satisfy the needs. So I started with Scrum. After that, I added project management. I added Safe. I added now cybersecurity. We added AIML. Keep on adding. Similarly, here also you don't know everything upfront. You start with a small login balance check. Then every 2 weeks, we are going to add more and more features. Got it? Difference between the traditional, the agile project management and agile project management. We'll talk about AI later, but I want to give you that glimpse. Got it, team? Waterfall. Now we have the agile approach. That's the main difference. Clear? Good. Now I will take some questions from the window, chat window. Cleophas, Chinanye, thank you very much. Some of my old students also joined. Good to see you, Chinanye. If I can't stay, will the watch the recording will suffice? Of course, yes. The assignment, Karthik, can you please ping me on my WhatsApp? What is the difference between business case and a test case? Shruti, when you're talking about a business, so test case is like, first of all, when the business people gather the requirements. So, for example, we should help our customers with the loan application. The loan application should be like a loan application should be minimal, like it should not exceed 5 minutes of the customer time. Blah blah blah. These are the checks, employment check, and these are the business requirement. That's from the business perspective. When you're talking about the test case, how the testers are going to validate this application built by the development team. Okay, Shruti. Does testing comes after the implementation on SDLC? Medlina, no. Is when you're talking about in the SDLC itself, the testings is the last stage, software development lifecycle, test, build, this one. When you're talking about a testing, lot of testings will be there, which you will understand later. So before we release the value to the market, yeah, so we have to do the testing. We have to do the testing, which is part of the SDLC. And in this testing also, we have a lot of different kinds of testing called unit testing, integration testing, system integration testing, user acceptance testing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, after releasing to the market, so again, the developers, they do the testing as well, because we have to see how your product is performing in the production. So that we call after implementation, we do the testing called PIT, post implementation testing. Post implementation testing, we do that. Okay, that's part of SDLC. Even after release also, we do the testing. Okay, Prasanna, just to take off. All right, team, cool. Now I'm going to the questions. Sunil is saying that any project which has a clear set of requirements, don't expect changes, maybe small, then waterfall. Yes, correct, Sunil, you can go for it. If the scope is fixed, you have the budget, you have the funding and the team, go for waterfall because nothing is changing. And you can go for a solid plan. In Agile, the planning is changing, very flexible. Okay, whenever the customer needs are changing, for example, the healthcare app, any applications, so don't go for the waterfall. Can we still Jignesh is asking, can't we still apply agile instead of waterfall in every case that in the case? It's not right. For example, when you're talking about agile, we aim to deliver a value to the customer. You deliver a value to the customer. In the housing analogy, can I just give a bedroom and ask the customer to come? Is it something valuable? No, right? Can I do a bridge, this much of bridge? So actually, this is the river flowing, and if I bridge this much of bridge so far, is it something valuable? Is it a delivery? Not at all. So I have to complete the entire bridge, then only it is a valuable. I have to launch the rocket. That's a one-time delivery. I have to build the house, a one-time delivery. What about, let us say, I want to build this application, Walmart. Is it a one-time delivery? No, right? It is the customer needs are changing. Customers, when they want to purchase the product, so their needs are changing. And we have Christmas coming around. We have other festivals, Thanksgiving Day. Accordingly, we have to adjust. Maybe let us say maybe the COVID is there. Customers are more interested in the hygiene stuff. So we have to go for more of a sanitization, healthcare stuff. Just 1 minute. Healthcare stuff. So here we can't apply for waterfall. I can't tell that, oh, these are the things the customer wants, then the needs are changing, not changing, and they can relax. No. Same thing with Amazon, same thing with any banking products as well. The needs are changing. So we have to add more and more features. What about Netflix? Certain set of movies. You load and then relax. No, right? Maybe the customer needs are changing. Accordingly, we have to add more and more features. So we can't go for a waterfall. The scope is not fixed. Okay, team. Cool. AI based, Satish, correct? Can you please explain the perspective of application about waterfall instead of building or construction? So I will talk about that once in a little bit later. We'll talk about a cloud migration projects in a later point of time because it just now we are introducing. So I want to keep it very simple. Is the testing NumD testing phase? Yeah, it depends, right? So when you are talking about the testing, I will come to the various testings. So even if you just go for the, if you just say different testing types, so you will be getting the, look at this one, integration testing, unit testing, alpha testing, beta testing, acceptance testing, API testing. Unit is, let us say, for example, you are testing one wheel of the car. Integration testing is you are integrated the car and you are testing it. System is you are testing it all together in one go. And when you're talking about a beta testing, this is the testing type conducted by a group of the end users. So when nearly Honest is released, a limited group of external users. We don't want entire people to test. Maybe I'll just take a limited people and just release it and do the testing so that we get early feedback. We get early feedback and then we just the beta testing when games are pre-released onto the Play Store, the developers use and they get the feedback and then they go for full go. Okay. How about the entire bridge treat as one delivery? Yes, exactly right, Jignesh. Entire bridge is one delivery. For example, you want to move in IT, let us say a bank is there. This is the bank. Now, in this particular bank, now they're storing all the customer data. What are they? Maybe let us say this is a data servers. Data servers. Now to maintain these things, because my bank is becoming very familiar, lot and lot of customers are coming. So I have to add more and more servers and all the stuff. Now it is becoming, but the cost is becoming really high. Now what we decided, we want to collaborate with, we want to collaborate with, we want to collaborate with Microsoft. Microsoft is coming up with a cloud called Azure. Azure. Now Microsoft says, hey Lakshmi, look, we understand your pain points. Why don't you move your data to our cloud? Why don't you move your data to the cloud so that we take care of everything? Okay, that's fine, no problem at all. Now, what is the project that we have? The project that we have is we have to move the data set, we have to move the data servers, we have to move the data servers from the not a physical server you're talking about here. We have to move the data from the data servers. So we have all the data here in this particular. So we are moving all the data to the cloud. So this is what we call cloud migration. Cloud migration. So that the data will be handled, the data will be handled by Microsoft Azure, maintenance, security, whatnot. So I don't need to I don't need to worry about managing the data centers because all the data for the big banks and for the big organizations, you will be seeing the data center. For example, for National Australia Bank near my home, we have a place called Deer Park NAB data center. So this is the one. So when you go inside, I went inside, yeah, only very senior people that can go inside. So I went inside. Inside, it will look like this, something like this. The data. Now I have to maintain the building, AC and everything. So now after moving all the data here, no, I don't need, right? So a lot of less maintenance, headache will be there, more security. So for this one, maybe we can go for a simple, let us say we have a fixed set. We have to migrate the maybe let us say 100 TB data to the cloud in this particular week or in 2 weeks of time. You do the planning, execution, done. Go for waterfall. Why not? Okay. The cloud migration, I will tell you, Richa. We also have a small project as well. I will tell you, just giving you a gist of it. Okay, cool. What we will do, we will go for a 10-minute break, my dear students. Hope you understood at least the basic fundamentals of the how the requirements are gathered and how the teams are set, the delivery, release, waterfall approach, agile approach. Now we'll come to this one. So remember this picture. With waterfall, the project is so big, one-time delivery. With agile, you are breaking down into smaller modular features and prioritizing what matters most and releasing it. Got it. So we'll go for a break. After the break, I will help you to understand the Agile Manifesto. What are the values, principles, and then what kind of different methodologies we have under the Agile umbrella. What is important. Okay, then we'll go for another one more break. Then we will understand Scrum. Okay, team. So what is the Azure cloud? So Azure cloud, okay, cloud is just a virtual infrastructure, Shriti, a virtual infrastructure. For example, you are using this Gmail. Where it is stored? Are you having any app on your laptop? No, right? Whenever you click on Gmail, you are able to retrieve all the old email. If I click on send, I'm able to retrieve all the old emails. Cybersecurity, AML, blah blah blah, Kali Linux installation, where I have sent it. From where I'm getting, it's not there on my laptop. It is there in the cloud. From the cloud, you're able to do. So in the market, we have major service cloud service providers. From the Microsoft, we have Azure is the name of the cloud Microsoft is providing. Similarly, from Amazon, we have AWS, Amazon Web Services. Similarly, from Google, we have Google Cloud Platform. So these are all the nowadays, most of the organizations, they are operating their applications and the data in the cloud environment. For the reason is simple. It can be easily accessible. Maintenance is easy. No need of maintain the building costs, AC costs, performance. That's why you are seeing lot of companies. They migrate the data. For example, if I just talk NAB data migration, maybe if I just say cloud. So here you will be seeing advanced stages in migrating its workload to a multi-cloud. Multi-cloud means some into the Amazon, some into the Azure. Aims to replace the on-premise infrastructure. We don't need any buildings anymore. Yeah. NAB has a long-term cloud deal with AWS. NAB migrates 70% to the cloud application migration. Example. Good. Successfully completed the modernization and migration for all the 23 in scope. I was a project manager and delivery manager for one of the largest projects where we restructured from monolithic to microservices and deploying that to the cloud. I will explain it later point of time. It's too much for you for today. Okay, team. So let's go for a 10-minute break and reassemble after the break. We will understand more about the agile values, principles, the job opportunities. What do you mean by Scrum? Why there is so much hangama? And what are the skills that is required. We'll understand more about Scrum as well. Okay, team, let me bring our 10-minute timer. 10-minute timer with music, please. Okay, maybe we'll take a cozy, a little bit relax. I request you to grab a coffee. I'm pausing the recording. Okay, team, recording is in recording is back. So before the break, we understood the concept of SDLC, the waterfall approach, the agile approach, blah blah blah. Now, let us understand a little bit more into Agile. Yeah. So way back year 2001, group of professionals in USA, they collaborated together and brainstormed that okay, we are implementing Agile because this has been there for a while, 1970s, 80s as well. So we have been using this one, but the customer needs are changing. They are going to become tech savvy, and conditions are changing drastically. So if you follow this approach, mostly the projects may fail. We need to have a different strategy. We need to have a different approach. That's the reason they brainstormed and in a meeting, and then they came up with a manifesto for agile software. Manifesto for what? For agile software development. Okay, what is the approach that we need to take? It's a process, right? What is the approach that we need to take? Now, in this manifesto, they documented few values and principles. So there are 4 values and 12 principles. So let us understand. You don't need to by heart these things, but it's very important for all of us to understand what exactly they mean. Yeah. Let us start with the values. Attention, please. Now, the first value, that the Agile Manifesto team who created, what is a manifesto? It is basically a guidance. That's all. It's like our Bible or Quran, a guidance to be a good human, a Gita, good human. We have the religious books, right? So, what do they guide? They guide us to be a good human, help others, empathize with others. That's what they teach. They guide. Similarly, these people also they guided. So all those things they have documented in that manifesto. So what they are saying, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Hey guys, in this waterfall approach, the focus is going to be heavy on the process and the tools, but we are working with the people, we are talking to the customers, understanding the needs. So individuals and interactions directly communicating with the people is more important than just following the tools. Because when you communicate, when you talk, you will understand better. It could be any individual. It could be any individual. It could be developers and testers, designers and testers, or business and IT, whatever. Individuals and interactions are more important. The second value that we have in the manifesto is working software. Working software. So the customers are always keen on understanding what is the value that we are going to get when we interact. When I interact with the Amazon, at least I can do the checkout. When I interact with Amazon, I can do the I can complete my payment. That's a value. At least I can get the latest products. I can get the latest offers. That's a value. So I focus more, the developers need to focus more on developing a working valuable software over lot of documentation. No need to spend months and months time on the documentation. So if the team delivers a login features with the basic construct with basic instructions, sorry, not construction, instructions, so people will be able to log in something valuable rather than having 100-page document without any code. Yeah, working software over comprehensive documentation. The third value that we have to learn is the understanding about more about the customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So involving the customers, understanding their needs, getting the feedback, and is very important rather than having some contractual agreements and just building, hey, this is what you asked and just deliver like that. So you have to collaborate, you have to understand, you have to take the feedback. Customer collaboration is very important. Okay. Responding to the change over following a plan. Planning is required, but our planning must be flexible. Flexible. So in waterfall, I used to work as an waterfall project. I implemented projects using waterfall approach. So we used to have some strict planning. Oh, this is the design, this is the development, this is the testing, and identify the dependencies. That this is the plan. But in Agile, we do much more flexible planning. Later point of time, we will understand that Maybe we can just plan the work in the form of a roadmap. All of us will be building this roadmap in a tool called Confluence tool. This is the plan. These are the features that we want to deliver by end of June. These are the features that we want to deliver by end of September. And if any change comes, we add the change. We edit the roadmap, we edit the change, and we communicate it to the teams that okay, there is a change in the plan due to marketing conditions or due to customer requirements. Getting it? So responding to the change or following a plan. The team adapts the product roadmap instead of original plan. The product roadmap will help our teams to understand what we want to deliver, what we want to build. So these are the four values from the Agile Manifesto. What are they? Individuals and interactions, our processes and tools, working software, our comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration, our contract negotiation, and responding to the change, our following a plan. Yeah, got it? Next. To support these four values, listen carefully. If you have any questions, ask in the chat, please. To support these four values, our manifesto creators, they also documented 12 principles of the Agile Manifesto. Let us understand one by one. First principle is always any organization, they need to heavily focus on customer satisfaction. How you are going to satisfy your customer through early and continuous delivery is very, very important. So with the waterfall approach, what is that we have done? So we took 1 year, 2 years, and then we engage the customer here. But that's not the approach that they want. We want to engage the customer early. Nowadays, if you see the in this competitive market, if I tell to the customer that, hey guys, I'm coming up with a nice banking app, please wait for 1 year. Do you think the customers will wait for 1 year? They said, huh, come on, Lakshmi, we have a lot of other apps. We can do that. Forget about waiting time. Let us say if my app is not responding well, they immediately uninstall the app, they install the new app. Eh, right? Yes or no? Agree or not? So in this kind of environment where the customers are not in a position even to wait for 1 day or 2 wait, can they wait for months, days, years? No way. So always we have to engage the customers early. Customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery. Continuous delivery, accounts, loans, payment, insurance, like this. For example, if you take the telehealth app, what you will do? You will engage the patients. Patient should be able to book the doctor appointments, and then patient should be able to get the reports directly to the emails. Patient should be able to get the prescriptions onto the doorstep. Example. So you keep on deliver the continuous requirements, continuous features. Customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery is important. Like your iPhone, i10, i12, i15, like this. Look at the second one. Welcome the changing requirements. Requirements, the change is fixed. Like change is constant. Change is going to happen. So we need to be flexible to open to the change. Welcome to the changing requirements. So we are going to document the changes in these tools and then come and then understand the big how big is the change, and then we are going to estimate the change. Like for example, let us say this is 8 days, and we will get this work done. Okay. And the third one, deliver working software frequently. As I said, unlike the traditional waterfall approach, rather than delivering in one go, so always try to aim to deliver working software. We are talking about working software. So don't think that if I have a particular project, let's say, I will give a simple example. To complete this particular project, we do the design, development, testing. So let us say this is taking 3 months. Okay. In this 3 months of time, customer will be able to make the debit card payment, credit card payment, PayPal payment, example. This is the project all about. So here, rather than planning the project like this, so plan, uh, try to plan this with the working software. Are you going to plan like this? Oh, First month, let us do the design. Second month, let us do the development. Third month, let us do the testing. With this approach, you are engaging the customers after 3 months, because with this design, you are not engaging. With the development, you are not engaging. You can engage the customers only when entire design development testing is done. Agree or not? So the better strategy for this simple project is, maybe you just pick up only the debit card functionality, do the design development testing for the debit card, engage the customer so that the customers can start using the debit card, deliver the value, and again pick up the credit card. Customers can start making the credit card payments and deliver PayPal. Customers can start making the PayPal. So every month, September, October, November, you are able to engage the customers. Customers are able to make the payments. So you're able to deliver working software, something meaningful and valuable for the customers. Correct? Here, business and developers must work together daily. It's very, very important. All the principles are very important. In the old ways of working, let me be very honest, these business people and the IT people, they are not very collaborative. The business people, once they document the business requirement, they deliver that to they hand over that to the IT team. They say, sit back and relax that, oh, it is their headache. It is not our headache. It is the development is their job, not our job. So with the less collaboration, what happens? So the development team, they progress with a lot of assumptions, and by the time they complete the work, and when we ask the business guy to come and they say, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting something else. So all these confusions happen because of the less collaboration between business and IT. So it's very, very important the business and IT need to collaborate together very frequently. So later point of time when we understand Scrum, I will introduce this sprint and everything. At the start of the at the start of the month, the business and IT work, what is the work that we need to do, and then at the end also the business and IT collaborate. Again at the start, at the end. So frequently we meet in the Agile. Even if you just see, for example, if I just open GSK, GSK, waterfall, Agile, just GSK, GlaxoSmithKline. Mm, Maybe this will be. So here you see transforming from a project to product centric organization, a project to product centric organization. Here earlier you see the business coming up with the business requirements and delivering, oh, this is for you guys, this is for you guys, this is for you, and deliver what customer wants. But now, rather than having this traditional project management, now they're coming, keeping the customer at the center of the stage. The business and IT, they're coming together and then identifying, defining, empathizing, understand what the pain points of the customer, documenting these pain points, building what customer wants, testing, release, define, repeat, repeat. Customer centric products are evolving in the market. That's the difference between your project management and product management. Good picture, isn't it? And I will also explain later. I will also explain. I know, sorry, I know this. Okay. Okay, team, that's the difference. So business and developers, they must work together. Build the projects around motivated individuals. So earlier, as a project manager, I decide what is the design, when, what they have to use, what are the tools, what is the software, blah blah blah. But that's not the case here. Now we have a role called Scrum Master, and or even as a project manager, you need to support the team, you need to trust the team and involve the team for all the requirements and solutioning and everything, and get the work done. Build the projects around motivated individuals. In the old ways of working, maybe I will just show you a picture. Just Oh yeah, sorry. In the old ways of working, where is that picture? Oh yeah, here you see the old ways of working. So I am the boss, I am the delivery manager, program managers, project managers, tech leads, and we have the developers. So we decide what we have to do, what is the design, what is the software. So the developers, they are going to just use the instructions given by the top management. It is a top-down approach. Can we expect some creative solutions, creative products in this kind of environment? No way. So we need to involve the developers in the solutioning, in the design, in the discussions. Okay. New ways of working, no hierarchy. Okay, build projects around motivated individuals. Face-to-face conversations, always very important, always very effective as well. Okay, communicating directly rather than just sending an email and everything. For example, conversations between a developer and a tester. So have a conversation, understand a little bit more rather than simply drafting an email, sending it. Face-to-face interactions. Working software is the primary measure of progress. So rather than focusing on the documentation, so we need to focus on working software, how much of software we delivered. Maintain a constant pace indefinitely. Sustainable development, you need to continuously deliver value to the customers. Sustainable and continuous attention to the technical excellence is very, very important. Technical excellent, clean code, testing, good design matters, important. I employed a junior guy. He's having only 2 years of experience. He knows how to build the login functionality for our website. I'm paying him less because he's just only 2 years. And then, yeah, I thought maybe he can, I can easily get the work done by him. So he built the login functionality and the password, and we released that to the market without checking much. What happened? One bad hacker identified the flaw and he gave his credentials. He's able to log in. He cracked the password easily. The code is not that strong. There's a security issue. So we have to continuously pay attention to the technical activities as well. So in this case, what we have to do, each and every code, each and every code written by the developers, somebody has to review. Somebody has to review. We call that as code review. Code review. Each and every requirement in real time. For example, if you see this particular real-time work, the work is going on here. So here what is the work, what are the activities that we need to perform for this particular requirement. So securely log into the mobile app. So for this particular requirement, the developers, they are going to create a development task, and then we have to perform the testing task, and we have to perform the code review also. How well they wrote the code is also very, very important. Correct? So maybe somebody, a senior guy like Lakshmi is going to do the code review, and a tester is going to do the testing, and we are going to do, Apurva is going to do the development example. Now this particular requirement, look at this one. We are ensuring that each, we are ensuring that each this requirement, so the development has to be completed, testing has to be completed, and code review also must be done. If there is any flaw, we are going to highlight that one here. They're saying that, oh, look, so the code review must be done. We can, otherwise we can't complete this requirement. So we review the code, then only we move that to done. Then we consider this requirement as done, done, move to done, because code review has been done. So like this, in real time, we ensure that the code is clean and the design is proper, and you need to pay a continuous attention to the technical excellence. Simplicity, another principle, another principle is simplicity. Focus on what is necessary. Avoid over engineering. So start with a simple, oops, sorry. Start with a simple report rather than building some simple full-blown reporting tool. What really matters to my work? We have to build 100 things. We understand that. But out of these 100, what are the most valuable features the customer wants? Keep the thing simple. We call it as KISS. Keep it simple. Okay. So self-organizing teams produce better results. So I was showing in one of the here, the team is not self-organizing, but in Agile, so the teams are self-organizing. So each of them they come together. Hey, I do the design. Hey, I do the development. We do the testing. We do the architecture. They come together. There's one team, self-organizing team. They don't need an external person to direct them. Self-organizing teams and reflect and adjust. The team regularly reflect how to improve. Continuous improvement is very important. So earlier in the waterfall ways of working, the team they do the retrospection here, like what are the things that went well, what did not go well, and then at the end of the project, the team realized that oh we should have done that one, oh we should have done this. But in Agile, what we do at the end of every iteration, we do the retrospection, identify what went well, what didn't go well, what actions we can take to improve this next month. Again, what went well, what didn't go well, how to improve. So this will help with continuous improvement. I will show you how my team is doing right now. Here, for example, if you see the retrospections, here you see what are the things that we need to start doing, what are the things that we should stop doing, and action items. Conduct the workshop, validate the changes, code reviews. Again, what went well, what didn't go well in this particular sprint, and actions like this. Continuous improvement. Good. So 12 agile principles that we learned in nutshell. Don't worry, we are going to understand these principles in a practical way later point of time. Today is more of an intro class, so we are trying to understand the subject at a high level. Yeah, we'll be deep diving onto the principles as we progress with a lot of real-time examples. So satisfying the customer, welcoming the change in the requirements, delivering the software frequently, the business and IT working together, trust the team to get the work done, face-to-face conversations, working software primary measure of progress, sustainable development, technical attention, keep the things simple, self-organizing teams, and the team regularly reflect and improve. Clear? Okay, team. These are the agile principles. So Namdi is asking, is this agile methodologies only applicable in the software app or in the different industries also we can apply? We will talk about like when what industries, how can we apply? We have different frameworks, Kanban and other things, which where you can even apply for the HR and other departments as well. Okay. Richa, will we get this PPT? Of course, all the PPT material, everything will be uploaded in the drive. Okay. So after the class, when you go to your email, so this is the email that you got, where in the email that I sent to you, if you haven't received the email, please message me on my WhatsApp. I will send you the email. So here, the first link, session recordings. If you just click, you will be able to see the live class materials, reading material. Now, if I show you the previous batch, here you see the materials and day one, double click, and you see all the slides, materials, reading material. Similarly, day two, day three, yeah. So you will be having even the live class recordings also. Each and every class will be recorded, and that recording link, a clickable link, is stored here. Very easy, very handy for you to access. And they are available for next 1 year at least. After 1 year, you can come to me and then uh, you can rejoin my class. I can give you the latest access, like 2 or 3 people from 2022 joined this batch today. My support will always be there. Good. Now, Okay, we understood the agile approach. We understood the values, principles. Now let us also understand the reasons why the organizations are adapting or embracing agile. We need to understand, right? Otherwise, if there is no reason, there is no point. There's no reason like some competitors adapting agile, I have to do that. There should be some reason. Why? Faster time to market, enhanced flexibility and adaptability, improve the customer satisfaction. So here we are delivering continuously and getting the feedback. Hey, are we doing well? What else you want? What else you want? Understanding the changes. Team collaboration. The teams coming together, collaborating, and it is going to encourage the culture of ownership. Better risk management. So instead of delivering here, we are delivering here, here. So this is the risk that we are taking here with the waterfall approach example. But with agile approach, yes, we are taking risk, but risk is drastically mitigated, reduced to this much of risk. I am investing $1 million here, but whereas to build a small feature, I'm investing only $10,000. Here, if I fail, I'm failing for $1 million features. Here, I'm failing only for $10,000. That's okay. Better risk management. For example, Samsung or iPhone, Apple, they are applying agile approach. It doesn't mean that they are continuously succeeding. They are failing as well. So iPhone, they delivered i16, and a lot of people they complained with overheating, and that's okay. We are going to come up with a better model. So this is the risk that they took. Better risk management. Got it? Higher quality products. So for each and every feature, we are going to have design development testing. Later point of time, I will talk about continuous integration, not today. And cost efficiency. How agile? Agile is minimizing the waste by prioritizing only high value features, not the entire set of features. To build the entire set of features, it take $1 million. Only high valuable features, maybe a $20,000. Fast feedback loop, early defect detection. So rather than realizing a lot of defects after 1 year, we are understanding how many defects like this, and encourages innovation, stronger alignment with the business goals. For all these reasons, the organizations are heavily embracing agile. So if somebody asks you, hey, you joined Lakshmi's agile class, can you explain me what is an agile? So agile is a mindset. Agile is a mindset. It's not a structured framework. Agile is described in the manifesto by 4 values, 12 principles. Now, based on these values and principles, do we have any structure for this? We don't have any structure. Now in the market, many of the organizations, based on the values and principles, they came up with their own frameworks and they named that framework as Scrum, Extreme Programming, and Custom. When I'm working in NAB, we implemented one NAB Lean Agile framework. So we have our own custom framework which will meet the needs of the organization. One NAB Lean Agile framework, custom framework. Got it? Now, if you see the difference between the waterfall and agile, now we should be in a position to clearly differentiate like the waterfall model and agile model. Yes or no? With the waterfall model, it is sequential, meaning that each phase must be completed before the next phase. Design, then only we go for development, then only we go for testing, then only we go for release. One after another, one after another. Documentation, heavy focus on the documentation. And it's highly structured. What we need to build, what we need to build. And we deal, and then the predictability and the end result we are going to measure at the end. So we want to understand what is that we are delivering, and then the time, budget, and everything. So changes are difficult to estimate, and changes are difficult and costly as well, because if there is any change here, because we have done the upfront design, to redo the design and redo the entire development is costly, because previous phases are already done. These waterfall projects are suited where clear objectives and stable requirements and changes are not expected, as one of you rightly mentioned in the chat. That is well suited. Requirements are not changing, requirements are not evolving. These are the set of requirements that need to be built. That's it. There is no change at all. Yeah. To complete these requirements, $1 million and 6 months. That's it. Go for waterfall, design, development, testing, because nothing is changing. When you come to the water agile, so it's more about iterative and incremental. Iterative, where software is built incrementally, the result is small incremental release, each release building upon value on the previous functionality. So we release a value, loans, and here payments, so that customers can use loans and payments. Flexibility, agile is more flexible, can adopt the changes quickly, because we have the backlog of items that needs to be completed. So if we don't want to deliver this one, okay, prioritize this, deliver this, which is hyper important. Customer collaboration, so best suited for projects where requirements are expected to change and evolve, like software and information technology, mainly highly suitable. There is a reason when people come to me and they say, "Hey, Lakshmi, I want to be a good project manager in the construction." And I tell that maybe you can go for a standard traditional project management PMP. But when they say, "Oh, I want more number of jobs and I am very much passionate to work with the IT teams," I said, go with Agile, because it's in IT, 99% is Agile, Agile project management. So throughout the classes, I will be covering, so how can we do this one in waterfall, one in agile, what are the disadvantages, what are the advantages, I will compare. Okay, so the approach, agile, always remember iterative, incremental, linear, highly adaptable, rigid, planning, continuous planning. Okay, so in agile, we do the sprint planning for this particular month. Plan, plan, continuous planning. Here, detailed planning at the here. Delivery in small and workable requirements, small, delivered as a complete product at the end. Boom. Frequent feedback and collaboration, feedback, 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 and limited involvement. Testing, continuous testing. Test here, release, test here, release, test here, release. Whereas testing occurs only design, development, then only the testing occurs. Agree or not? The teams are silos here. So we have the group of designers, we have group of developers, we have group of testers. But here we have designer, developer, tester all together working together as a team to deliver the value. Got it? That's the main difference between agile and waterfall. So with respect to the risk management, we'll talk about the risk register and all those things tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. But with respect to the risk management, you see with the waterfall approach, we started the project in 2026, okay, maybe January, and this is the December 2026 example. So because unless we deliver the value to the customer, unless the customer uses the feature, we don't know whether it is really satisfying their needs or not. So this is a one-time release. So with the longer the duration of the delivery, the more risk we are embracing for. Agree or not? One more time. The longer the duration of the delivery, the more risk we are embracing for in this. But how we are mitigating that risk in the agile? In the agile, we understood that we are delivering software frequently. So instead of doing the design, development, testing, and releasing a value here, we do the design, development, testing, and release a value, design, development, testing, value. Engage the customers, engage the customers, engage the customers, and get in the feedback, get in the feedback. see if the software is working or not, features are working or not. So here also we are taking risk, but as I said, risk is mitigated. Agree or not? Here, this is the risk. Here, this is the risk. Got it? Waterfall and agile. As I said, under agile, like so agile is a combination of values and principles. Based on these values and principles, we have a lot of methodologies and frameworks evolved over a period of time. What are they? Some of the popular frameworks are Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming, and SAFe. Just at a high level, I will introduce at a high level. So these are all the different methodologies and approaches for the development. Yeah. What is Scrum? It is under the Agile umbrella. Under Agile umbrella. So Scrum framework is used to build the products in shorter iteration called sprints. So we want to deliver value in a shorter time cycle. That time cycle we call it as sprint. So we deliver value at the end of the sprint. We deliver value at the end of the sprint. Repetitively, we are delivering value. We have list of requirements. From this list, we are pulling out what is really important for the customers, delivering. From this list, we are pulling what is important, delivering. From this list, we are pulling, delivering. So to manage this framework, we have Scrum Master. To manage the product, we have a product owner. To build the features, we have a development team. Okay, so especially with the product development nowadays, every company is after product development. Lot of demand for the product managements. So they are heavily using Scrum. Tech startups, app development, e-commerce, anything, Scrum. So if you just see, and then if I just type here Scrum, enter, you see the jobs, Scrum Master, Senior Scrum Master, Junior Product Manager, Product Owner. So they are expecting the Scrum. They are using Scrum framework, sprint, this, decisions, blah, blah, blah. Look at this. Scrum Master, remote. Lot of remote jobs also getting posted. Not only in United States, some of you joined from India. I'm just typing India. So here you see MetLife Insurance Company. So Entity Data, Accenture, all the companies, Birlasoft, American Express, Warner Brothers, even the managers, they have to understand the Scrum. Here you will be seeing that agile word, cross-functional team. I was talking about cross-functional team. You see, guide the cross-functional teams, resource planning, Scrum Master slash PM, project manager. This what I told you, right? The roles are becoming more hybrid. So our course is the best fit for you. So facilitate the agile ceremonies, facilitate key metrics, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Here you are there talking about the look at this one, Jira, Confluence will be using. And even just let's say, for example, few of you joined from Australia. And here also you see the Scrum Master. So everywhere the Scrum is being heavily implemented and used in one way or other. That's the Scrum framework. Now, another one that we have in the market, another framework that we have, methodology that we have in the market is Kanban. Kanban. Kanban is more about a visualization of the work. Kanban is more about continuous flow. Okay, so normally in the Kanban we have a column called to do. So in Scrum, what we have done, we have an entire list. From this list, for this, we are picking up the requirement, delivering. We are picking a few more requirements, delivering. We are picking a few more requirements, delivering. So this is Scrum. But when you're talking about Kanban, okay, we have a list of things that needs to be completed. So we have to do, in progress done. We pick up, deliver, pick up, deliver, pick up, deliver. It's a continuous flow, continuous flow. And let's say, for example, you are managing some maintenance, application maintenance, support, production support. When you're talking about a project production support, simple example, can we guess or can we estimate when a customer will raise a concern? We don't know. But as in when customer raise a concern, we have to take it and then we have to pick and then complete it. IT support teams, marketing, so and then like a HR, everywhere we can use the Kanban. Kanban is a simple workflow management system. I will show you how the board looks like in real time, maybe more projects. I'm just going to the support project. Look at this Kanban. So respond to the user support reference. So we will go to this one and then we just do the testing. We complete it. Done. We take this one and we take this one and then we go for it. Done. And what we do? We release. It's done. We release. Kanban. Another development focused framework is XP. XP. How the software is being built. XP stands for extreme programming. Extreme programming for a high quality. There are certain concepts in XP which I will touch later point of time, not today, called test-driven development. Normally, what we do the development, and then we will see if the developed code is really meeting the set of business requirements. That's a standard practice. But here we have TDD, test-driven development. Basically, the tester is going to write some test case based on the business requirement. Now, the developers, what they do? They are going to write enough code which will make this test case pass. Then they will pick up another test case. The developer will write another some more additional piece of code which will meet this test case. They will write some more piece of code which will meet this pass this test case. So based on the testing, our development is happening. Agree or not? Based on the testing, our development is happening. This is called test driven development, TDD. Just a practice. Okay, free continuous integration, we'll talk later. So this is more for the engineering teams, technical teams, XP. Now, in the organizations, when you join in big organizations, don't think that you will be the only Scrum Master or a project manager. Let us say mid to big organizations, they have multiple teams, multiple Scrum Masters, multiple product owners. So you need to understand how to manage the one minute. I have done this one earlier. I will give you this one later point of time. Okay, let's say this one. So this is Lakshmi, yeah, and we are Scrum Master, and this is Ram, Paul, John, Iqbal. We're all Scrum Masters managing the teams. Look at this. So we are applying Agile here. We are applying Scrum, and this guy is applying. This is a support team, yeah. They are applying Kanban. So they are applying maybe Scrum and XP. Example, a combinations, whatever is really working. But at the organization level, we have to see how they interact with each other, how we scale the agile values and principles is very important to the organization level. Continuous integration, organization backlog. So for this kind of setup, we have to scale up the agile values and principle. So in the market, we have another framework called SAFe. SAFe. That's called Scaled Agile Framework. Scaled Agile Framework. If you just go to the SAFe, scaled agile framework.com, scaled agile framework. Okay, team, this is a scaled agile. Bigger picture. look at the teams, next level, at the organization level. Okay, we also have another framework called less. It mainly very good for the European region. I'm a less certified practitioner, so I'm going to teach you some of the concepts where I implemented in Belgium as well, which were heavily successful, highly successful. So you're going to learn a lot of international best practices from me. Even if you want to click product backlog, you can understand what is this product backlog and everything. Even in the safe framework as well, if you just click on, for example, uh, anything, maybe a team backlog, you will get that text. Okay, that is a safe is at the scaled agile framework at the organization level. Safe. Each framework's different purpose. Okay, just 1 minute. Sorry, I think my wife is cooking something spicy. Right. Each framework serves different purpose. Scrum for iterative product development. You deliver the value and you add more accounts, accounts plus loans, accounts, loans, payments. Scrum. Kanban, continuous delivery and very, very flexible. Pick up the work, deliver, pick up the work, deliver. Extreme programming, focusing heavily on the quality for the software engineers. Quality, test-driven development, continuously integrate, all the stuff. Safe for the large enterprises, of course. So how do you do it? It all depends on the team, the project complexity, the business. What is the business all about? How the requirements comes? Is it a maintenance project? Is it a development project? So when to pick up which framework, you will understand later point of time in a better way, not today, because we are just beginning. We are hearing these words for the first time. So don't get confused that, oh, I don't have any knowledge at all. How I'm going to decide which one is going to best fit? I will guide you. Don't worry. Okay, good. Segan, what is my WhatsApp number? My WhatsApp number is very much public, Segan, +6141251636 Okay, that's my WhatsApp number, and it is fully public globally. So you open Google, Google also gives you a lot of pages. +6141251636 Just type my number, my phone number, and you press enter in the Google. So you will get lot of pages and lot of AML somewhere. So you see the cybersecurity, all these pages, you're going to get a lot of pages. Okay. So this is my number. You have not received the email? Yeah, please message me. Hey, I just joined your class. I am yet to get the email. Okay. What's the difference between the project management and agile project management? Ibukan, project management is a standard one, whether you want to go for a traditional project management like a waterfall project management or agile project management. That's the question that you have to answer. So managing a particular project tomorrow, you will understand you will understand the difference. I will go a little bit deeper because tomorrow I will help you to understand the difference between project and product. Product. A project, a fixed set of requirements. Okay, fixed set of requirements. So it has a fixed timeline. But when you're talking about a product, we don't have that fixed set of requirements. So here the product strategy is deliver the value, take the feedback, deliver the value, get the feedback. So continuously improve the product. This is the product. Product requirements are changing. Requirements are evolving. Here requirements are fixed. Project. So now when you're talking about a project, so it's more about project management. So in the project management, we can go for either waterfall approach or agile approach. When you go for the waterfall, we have seen clearly in the class from the beginning, I'm emphasizing that difference. So when the requirements are really fixed, we know that nothing is going to change, scope, time, budget, go for it. But when you know the requirements are changing, evolving, whether here or here, go for agile. Okay, Bukan, what are the tools that are used for managing? Oh, what are the tools that are used for managing your sprint or a meeting? We are going to heavily use Jira tool. Jira is the number one project management tool used by the organizations across the globe. You can open any job descriptions. Let's say, for example, I'm just picking up any job that got posted just now. Here, maybe I'm just typing a keyword called Jira. Here you see knowledge on the Jira and Confluence is preferred. Getting it? So in our class, we heavily learn the Jira tool. All of you will be doing the practicals, and you also will be heavily learning the Confluence tool as well because they are preferring. So we have to upskill, learn what market is preferring, not what certification or not what book says. You have to practice it. So all of you have the access to these tools. You will be practicing it as well. Richa, will we learn all the frameworks in our training? No. So we are going to extensively learn Scrum, Kanban, safe to very minimal level. Can you tell me more examples of the Kanban? Kanban is for more for the support technical team, like when we maintenance work. When I talk about the Kanban, we have a separate class on Kanban. Gauri, in that class I will talk. Okay. Philip, please message me on my WhatsApp, Philip. So my number is +61. Use my country code. I live in Australia. I'm a citizen here. +61 41 251 6364, Philip. Now was you are saying that you haven't received again. Please message me if you just saying because the names are very common and very familiar. So I can't tell you whether I have sent you the email or not. Okay, so please message me on my WhatsApp number. I can check your number, email, and everything. Accordingly, I can send it because my students join from all parts of the world. Okay, team, cool. Now, if you see the market share, if you see the market share, so based on the agile values and principles, we have a lot of methodologies and frameworks evolved over a period of time. Yeah. So here we see 70%, or easily we can tell that 70% of the market share is Scrum. 70% of the organizations across the globe using Agile, they're embracing using Scrum framework. Scrum, without any doubt, is the number one framework. And we also have other framework called Kanban, Scrumban, mixed blend of Scrum and Kanban is nothing but Scrumban and extreme programming. Okay, team. Good. That's in nutshell. I will talk about Scrum very much in detail after the break. Yeah. Now we started the class. Let me summarize what we learned and then we go for the hands-on assignment. Okay. So we started the class in understanding the software development lifecycle. Clear? How we do the requirement gathering, then design based on the requirement gather. The team creates the design specifications, and then based on the design, the development team they do the coding, they do the development, and then after that they do the testing, and then we go for the deployment, meaning that it is released to the end users, and then maintain we maintain software development. Then we understood how we are going to deliver the project with the waterfall approach. What are the challenges we have seen, and then agile, how agile came to rescue, agile values, principles, why organizations are embracing agile. Okay. And the difference between agile and waterfall, the risk approach. With waterfall, we understood that risk is gradually increasing because we are uncertain till we release. But here we are releasing it frequently. That's why risk is really mitigated. Risk is really mitigated. Okay. So Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming, safe. Okay, team. Cool. Now, what we will do, we will go for a hands-on assignment. Okay, team. Just 1 minute. Okay. I'm very much practical guy, team. My principle is very, very simple. Some people they come to me and say that, oh, Lakshmi, you know what? I already have done a 2-day training program. I have a certification. You know what? I'm a PSM certified. I'm also a product owner certified. What else do you teach? I said that, boss, forget about these certifications. They're just a piece of paper, a piece of paper. Okay. What really matters is the skill within you. So with the certification, you gained the knowledge. You're able to understand the subject. But can you do it? That really matters. If I start watching football match in the TV, if I start watching a cricket match in the TV, can I be a good cricketer? Can I be a good football player? No, right? When can I be a good football player? When I go to the ground and start practicing it, then I can become a football player. That improves the ability. I can be a good football player when I start practicing it on the ground. I can be a good car driver not by watching YouTube recordings. I can be a good car driver when I sit into the driving seat and start driving it. Agree or not? Similarly, you will be a good project manager, good scrum master, good product owner when you do. Do. Doing is very, very important. Do. That will improve because in the organization during the interviews or after getting the job as well, so you should have that ability, right? So that practice is important. So that's why a lot of people across the globe they come and take my training because the unique selling point about my company and product is completely hands-on, very practical. That is the reason the name of the company is also hands-on agile coaching. And I structured all the training programs in such a way that the AML is happening now, cybersecurity happens on the all the training programs are completely hands-on and practical. Even the Scrum, the Agile project management that you are learning is also completely. Normally, let's say some of you joined from Australia. If I type, for example, PSM kind of a thing, you will get a lot of websites. Most of them, they go for 2 days. But the 2 days will not help us. Only learning Scrum is not good enough because in the market they are asking Jira, they are asking Confluence, they are asking this, they are asking about the tracking, external dependencies, stakeholders. They don't teach. You have to understand all those things. Then only you will be able to perform that activity. Agree or not? So that's why hands-on assignment is important. Every week I'm going to send you the assignment. So we're going to have the class Friday night, Saturday nights for USA, Saturday morning, Sunday morning for India and Sydney. So rest of the days you have to do the activity. Okay, I'm going to go through step by step. The objective is you're not going to do the activity during the class. After the class, by watching the recording, and you're going to practice it on your own. If you need any help, just ask. You're going to get plenty. So we have volunteers and everything. Now, let us start the hands-on assignment for whatever we learn. We learned, okay? We learned SDLC, we learned the agile values. What kind of assignment we can do? I want I want you to open this email. This is the week 1 assignment email. Again, if you didn't receive the email, please message me in the WhatsApp group or message me. I will send you the email. Okay, this is the hands-on agile coaching week 1 assignment email. So if you scroll down, access the Confluence. Let us understand what is this term Confluence. Confluence is the tool. Basically, it is a tool. So there is a company called Atlassian. There is a company called Atlassian company. Atlassian. It is a product-based company. So it built support lot of organizations with its products, Jira, Confluence, and other things. So out of all these products, Jira is the number one project management tool across the globe, across the globe. Even the Confluence also number one documentation collaboration tool. Let us say, for example, Jira. I was just searching in one of the job description, right? So they were talking about the Jira tool. So here, for example, if I keep this India and then I'm just trying to search here also you see leverage the quality practices in the tool tracker Jira tool Scrum Master just now posted. Here you see here when it got posted today 14 hours ago. Here also they are asking about the principles and learn methodology principles like Jira, helping unify our utilization of Jira, expanding use of dashboarding and metric and workflow. So unless you understand this one, you can't apply for this job. So in our class, we are going to understand how to build the dashboards, how to build the dashboards. Look at this. This is the dashboard, DB's dashboard. Look at this. All of you are going to build this one. How many bugs are there? How many stories are there? And you click on bugs. It will automatically bring all the bugs. How many are in done? How many are in progress? Completely real time. And similarly, workflow. How you design the workflow. That's what they're asking. So whether any part of the world, Jira is the number one project management tool. Similarly, the Confluence is the documentation collaboration tool. Okay, Confluence is mainly used for document collaboration. So what can you document? Anything you can document. Some of you might be thinking that, oh, Lakshmi, why do we have a tool? I can easily document the stuff in my Word document, boss. In my Word document, I can open and I can document, for example, I can document the design, blah, 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 and I can do this. Why you are building another tool? Why you are making so much hangama? I will tell you why. Because the there is a huge increase in distributed work culture, right? So let us say, for example, I am here in Australia and I prepare a design document. And there is another person. We are working remotely. So this particular person in USA, we have the architect. So this architect has to review. So I have to send it via email, correct? I have to send it via email to architect. They will review. And maybe the provide business people they have to provide the approval. Ah, business people they have to provide the approval. And then maybe the finance team they have to provide the funding after the business approval. There is no transparency. Right? We have to email this, we have to email this, they have to email that. But imagine a situation where we have a page, for example, we have a business requirement. This page is there. This page can be accessed here. And once I have done the design, I tag, hey, at, for example, Ram, can you please review? This guy reviews. Yeah, design approved. The business people, they write business approved. And then finance. So all of them, they are able to collaborate easily on a page. Agree or not? All of us. That's important. So the Confluence came up with this, that Atlassian came up with a tool called Confluence. In this Confluence, we can document whatever is really required for a particular project. We can document, all of us will be doing this one. We can document the skills of the team. We can document the risk register. Yeah, all these are very, very important, very practical. If you open the job description again, just 1 minute. Ah, it's there, right? If I just take Scrum, um, yeah, and then I'll just give you a small example for the documentation. Maybe I will just open anything. Sometimes the descriptions, they don't load properly. I'll just show in the job description. Ah, maybe it's not loading or what. Here you see, ensure risks Scope changes are identified, communicated, and managed using standard procedures. How do you manage the risk? How do you manage the risk? Track the metrics, velocity chart, burn down chart, and everything. So how you are going to document? You can tell in the interview that yes, we manage the risks in the risk register and document it, and we track it. What is the risk mitigation strategies? Here you see risks. Even if you search for the Confluence team, so you're going to get a lot of job descriptions where they're asking Confluence as well. So in the Confluence tool, we can document whatever we are in need of, either risk register. We are in the class, we are going to document the roadmaps. In the class, we are going to talk about the agreements. We are going to document the sprint retrospections. We will be documenting how the actions are being tracked. We are going to do the agile maturity assessments. All these are being asked heavily in the organizations. Agile maturity. If you type MATURITY, maturity. So some of the companies, they will be explicitly asking about, hey, you should be measuring assessing the agile maturity of the teams like this. Okay. So we'll be documenting. Now, for our hands-on assignment, what you do, I want all of you to access your Confluence tool. How you will be accessing? I already sent you the email. If you didn't get this email, please message me on my WhatsApp. This is the welcome email that you got, right? So you can open your email, and after the recordings, you see after the recording, you see that hands-on practice section. So in this section, you have your Confluence workspace and Jira workspace as well. So in the Confluence, the work is structured against the space. So I want all of you to please click on this link like this. You're able to enter. Let's say my name is Richa. I click on Richa space. Look, Richa space. I'm able to enter. Got it? Now let me open my own space. You don't need to do anything. I'm just going to spaces. It's validating. Just 1 minute. If it asks for your login, please give your email ID, Gmail ID, whatever the email that you gave me, please give me that, because whatever the emails that you gave, so we are adding those emails. We are adding those emails here. Okay. Now, my name is Lakshmi. So this is my space. When I click on the link, so I am entering into my space. So in the Confluence, the work is structured as per the space. So when you join the organization, you are going to get your own space for your particular project. We can have one space particular project. So all the documentation you can do, either risk register, agreements, retrospections for this particular project. Similarly, like this. So each for what we have done, we created a space for you guys so that you can practice all these things. Now, first thing is I will help you to understand how to create a page in the Confluence space. That's the first activity in our assignment. So okay, so I want you to create a page. So what is the title? We learned about SDLC. So I want to create SDLC process. Where is the content? Copy the content from the attached and then publish it. How to do it? Scroll down. There are some attachments to this email at SDLC process. Please download. Open the SDLC, enable the editing. Here you see SDLC. I already documented for you. So watch carefully. How to create a page in the Confluence, a document page. So here you see, okay, let me open the mouse. Content, and then create a page, create, So here you see here Confluence. So we are creating a page. Now what is the title? For every page we have to create a page. Yeah. So for every page we have to give a title. What is the title? The title is you are planning to document the SDLC process, right? So your SDLC process, SDLC process, you can type enter, and whatever the document that you downloaded, that SDLC process is there, right? And then I want you to select, copy, and then paste it. Paste it. Got it? Now, this is how you're going to document. We are not doing anything great here. We have just done the copy paste. But we are trying to understand how to make use of the Confluence, how to create a page. Just a baby step. When we are born, slowly we will understand how to run. Are we going to run immediately? No, right? Will slowly start crawling. That's a process, natural process. Crawling, then stand up, walking, running. Yeah. So similarly, we are just born. We are all like a newborn babies. We're just understanding how to make use, create a page. Okay. So in this page, you can do the text formatting as well. For example, I want to highlight this like in the Word document like this. Maybe I want to highlight the requirement analysis. I want to document the design. I want to document the testing, testing like this. So please give a different color, just differentiating. Oh, yes, like this. Okay. And if you want to have a background color, go for it. Here, this is the highlight color. Got it? Once you are done, how you are going to save the page? Publish. On the top right hand corner, you see publish. Got it? Got it. So this is how you can create a page. Now you say that, oh, Lakshmi, look, I want to edit the page. By accidentally, I published. Can I do the editing? Of course. Edit. And let us say I want to change the color. I want to change the color. Maybe change the color. Let us say you want to add a picture. Okay, go for it. Just type SDLC in the Google and go to the images. And you want to take a you want to take a picture. For example, just okay. So you just copy, right click, copy. Go to your Confluence page. You can paste it. Who is stopping? Paste it. And this one also on the image, when you click, you can hold it, you can bring it small, you can enlarge it like this, and then update. First, initially you will see publish, and then after that you will see update. Got it? So that's how you can always save the change. So we have the planning, analysis, design, development, testing, release, and cycle repeats, like our housing requirements. We do the design for the house and we develop the house and then we test and then we deploy. Software development lifecycle. Clear? This is how you are going to create a page, edit the page. How can we edit the page? By clicking on this one. Okay, team. Maybe I'll just make it to one. Yeah. So on the left hand side, you're going to. Good, good, good. We're getting some motivation. Now, let us also document our agile values and principles as well. So open the agilemanifesto.org. Now we are familiar how to create a page. Go to the content. Always click on the content. Create, create a page. What is the title? The title is Agile Values and Principles. Enter. So you can just type below or the 4 values from Agile Manifesto. Yeah. What are they? Simply copy and paste. Also read. Reading is also very important. Processes and tools. Working software over documentation over negotiation. Good. You want to highlight it? Please go for it. Select. I want to give a blue color. Sorry, it's blue color. I want to make it bold. I want to do maybe underline. I want to do the numbering. Play around. This is like your playground. You play around. The more you play, the better you become. Yes or no? The more we practice, the better we become. Any skill. Number list. Perfect. Now, similarly, below are 12 principles from Agile Manifesto. What are they? How can we see? 12 principles. Copy, paste it. That's it. Let us apply the same format. Maybe I want to go for a green color. This one, and then select the text and apply the numbering so that we know that there are 12 principles. Now here I want to give some source. Okay, source Agile Manifesto. What you can do, maybe you can copy the URL and paste it. That's it. Look, it automatically created as a hyperlink, a clickable link, and publish, publish. Excellent, excellent. You see here now, Agile values and principles are ready. And at any point of time, if anybody clicks, you have the clickable link automatically routing to the Agile Manifesto page. Got it, team? Good. Now successfully we created one page and another page. Lakshmi, I want to create my own test page. Go for it. Create page, and then you can create a test page, like for example, test page, and just to document whatever you want, or document any business requirement. Let us say, for example, I will tell you later, maybe just anything, um, Bank of America business. So you just go to the portals, business requirements. You want to document the business requirements. Just you can open any of the site and you can copy the business requirement. Just giving in a small example. Yeah, you can copy a business requirement or anything. Play around. Okay, you document it. You copy paste the pictures and you publish it. Publish. Now this is a test page. You are playing around for your own purpose. This is our hands-on assignment. On top of it, you are playing around. So when you go to the three dots on the right hand side, you can also delete a page. Getting it? If you don't want any page, you can delete the page. Delete, delete. Okay, team. This is how you have to create a page, delete a page, edit the page. Okay, so you can also go to the profile and you can also update your profile picture if you want. So how can we do that? So you're on the top right hand side, you see the image profile. You can go to the profile and you can also, when you join in the organization, of course, you will be expected to add your details. Who are you? How do you look and everything. So you can add your picture. You can just click, you can upload your picture. Need not be like, just let's say passport. No, nothing is there. So yeah, you can just pick it from your computer. In case if you have some privacy concerns, don't upload, it's okay. Or you can at least try to upload some funny character. Okay, and then you can Add your details. I'm an agile coach, and for the director of the company and Australia, and the email you can upload. Okay. How can you come back? How can you come back? Spaces. Always go to the spaces, and you will find your recently visited space here. Here, recently visited space. 1 minute here. I'm refreshing. Spaces. Lakshmi space. That's my company space. So you see here SDLC. Okay, team. Cool. Now let me take the questions. We will park the hands-on assignment. This section is complete. So this section we will complete it uh, towards the end. Yeah, we have another 1 more hour. We'll take a 10-minute break and we will complete that Scrum part. So okay, let me take the questions and we go for a break. Yeah. Wabus, please message me on my WhatsApp for the assignment email. I will send it to you. Okay, we're going one by one. I also request you to please check your spam folders as well for the email. Sometimes due to your system settings, the emails will be loading in the spam. So I communicate whenever the email is sent, I communicate in the WhatsApp group. So please ensure that you check the email. So uh, Namdi is asking, with waterfall, if a project fails, you usually don't find until the very end after a lot of money. Exactly. That's what you are taking too much of risk. Exactly. You are on the right track of understanding. Will we be doing anything with the Lucid chat or video? Madlina, yes, we'll be doing it. Those are the collaboration tool. In fact, here I'm already using, here you see that Lucid app I'm already using for drawing. Later we will see how can we use the sticky note and how can you bring the teams for collaborations. How can we bring, here you see here, the sticky notes. We'll be using all the stuff. Oh, we'll do a lot of activities. Yes, yes. For the facilitation, how do you facilitate the events for the remote teams? Can you please share this Lucid app link again? You don't need really required. You just, I'm just using it for drawing and everything. So if you want, just open Google and then just type Lucid, Lucid app or Lucid chart. It will bring up. Confluence seems to be empty. The documents you are not. Of course, Maju, Confluence is empty because we have to start adding one by one page. The page that I have shown you is only for the information purpose. This is for the old batch. You can see APR from the April batch I picked up just to give you the glimpse of what is the potential, what are all the activities that we can do as we proceed forward. Even this my space is empty. I just created 2 documents. I don't have access to the my Confluence and Jira. Can you please, Jocelyn? Oh, okay. Initially, I think you gave some email. Right. Can you please message in the message in our WhatsApp group? Hey, this is my email, and I don't have the Confluence. Our admin team. Who is our admin team? Rajni. She is the one. She's going to fix all the issues, access issues. Oh, she is part of WhatsApp group. Please message in the group. She will take care. Okay, I'm not able to see the link in the email. I'm looking at the email of week 1 assignment. Yeah, Jignesh. So please check the week 1 assignment. But oh, that is with from a different email ID. Okay. So please go to your email and on the top, on the top, you search for week 1 and it will automatically pull out the week 1 assignment. I can also resend it to you. Got it? Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Confluence, what is that space? Is it for a login person or a project space? Everybody? Oh, yes, correct. So Confluence, when you say that we need to have a structure, right? So in the Atlassian tool has the naming convention, like space is a particular area. Like imagine that it is a house, your house. You can do whatever you like. Your neighbor's house, another space. Similarly, this is your particular project, somebody else project. So for each in a particular organization, so maybe you have the project on the cybersecurity, you have project on the data migration. So for each project, we have a space so that we document whatever is really required for that particular project. So directly we can click on the above button. Oh, yes, yes, of course, you can click on create. Here also, the blue button, click on create, and then you can create a page. You can do that. Is the Confluence page accessible for everyone or need to give permissions? Of course, we have to give the permissions. I can't find on my email. Kindly text me your email ID in the WhatsApp group or to my WhatsApp. Definitely all the issues will be sorted out after the class. Some of you joined new because we opened this one for everyone. So you have to register and then we can give you that emails. Do we have to format the copy option, Jignesh? So Jignesh, it's up to you. So I'm just giving you all the options. So you can give any colors, practice it, formatting. Good, 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 good. Anvers, I have to go now. Can I watch the rest of the? Oh yeah, you can watch the rest of the class in the recording. Okay, cool. All right, team. Thank you very much. I am the word style format brush. Yes. To whom we publish in the assignment? I will tell you. I will tell you because we have to just publish it and keep it. Who is going to review? Rajini and Ichinva will review, but I will tell you how to get that one tomorrow. Because tomorrow's assignment, we have to do the skill metrics, risk register, and all the things we will be doing it. Tomorrow's assignment is much more tricky. How do you build the risk metric, skill metrics, risk register? We will be doing all these things tomorrow. Okay, team, it's completely job oriented one, right? Our training. Cool. So we'll go for a 10-minute break. After the break, let me introduce the Scrum framework and we'll take it from there. We'll wind up. Okay, team. Thank you very much. I am pausing the recording. So before the breaks, we understood somebody mentioned I got an emergency. Oh, take care of the things, Madeline. No problem at all. You always have the live class recording as a backup. No problem at all. Yeah, so before the break, we understood the SDLC, software development lifecycle, and waterfall ways of working, agile ways of working, and we understood under agile umbrella, we have various framework like Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming, and from that pie chart, we also understood that the Scrum is having the major market share. Most of the organization they are preferring to use the Scrum as a preferred framework to deliver the agile projects. That is the reason you are seeing good number of job opportunities in that area. So what is the Scrum about? Let me give you an introduction to the Scrum and various components in the Scrum framework. Tomorrow we will deep dive into more into the roles. Okay, team. So now let us understand what is this Scrum all about, what kind of components or meetings we have in this Scrum framework. So from this Agile Manifesto creation, creators, so how many people are there? We have 17 people who came together and created this Agile Manifesto. Out of these 17 people, this Ken and Jeff, they came together, they said that, oh, we need to give some structure to these values and principles. This guidance is fine, but we don't have any proper structure. So that's why what they have done. So based on the values and principles, they created a framework and they named that framework as Scrum. They named that framework as Scrum. What is a Scrum? Scrum is a lightweight framework, basically a structure, a guidance. We have a guidance to build a house. First, we have to lay the basement, then the pillar, then the roof, then interior decoration. Right? You're not going to lay the roof first without strong basement, or you're not going to build the wall first without any strong basement. And we have that process. Similarly, Scrum is a lightweight framework. That's a process which guides helping the teams, organizations to generate the value for the problems that they have. Oh, we want to improve the cybersecurity. We want to embrace the AI. We want to improve the customer satisfaction. They all have those needs. So they're going to use Scrum framework. Basically, to implement all these things, definitely we need people. Those people, they need to meet together. So definitely they need to participate in the meetings. They also need to follow the rules. Yeah. Each component. within this framework is very, very important. Important. So what is the Scrum employs? Scrum employs iterative, iterative and incremental approach. So iterative means a repetitive every week, every 2 weeks, or every month in the month of September. So what is this in the Scrum? What is the short time boxed duration? We call this as sprint. Remember this word called sprint. A short time boxed duration is called sprint. The short time boxed duration should help the teams to deliver a value to the customers, to deliver a value to the customers, a value to the customers. So that short time boxed duration, we are calling that as sprint. In the waterfall ways of working, we have longer duration. With this, we are embracing huge risk. Why we are breaking it into smaller time box? Because we want to mitigate that risk. We want to engage the customer early. We want to deliver value to the customer early. We want to get the feedback early. We want to get return on investment early. Getting it? So Scrum employs iterative, meaning that repetitive and incremental approach. You are delivering a feature one, here feature two, here the customer is already having feature one and two. For example, let us say you are offering a secure login and accounts. Here you are offering payments. Now here the customer can apply the payments. They can also securely log in and they can also avail the accounts as well. Here, for example, uh, cards. Customer can avail the cards. They can do the payment. They can do the account management as well. So here iterative and incremental. Why we are doing this? Why we are taking this approach? To optimize the predictability. We want to understand whether we are doing the right thing, delivering the right thing for the customers. And we want to control the risk. That is very important. Controlling the risk is important. Here, risk is huge. We want to control the risk. We are going to mitigate that risk. That's the reason we are following. We are taking this approach. What is a Scrum approach? Scrum approach is always iterative and incremental approach. If somebody asks you, hey, why you are delivering iteratively? Boss, we want to control the risk. We want to understand if we are delivering the right thing to our customers. We should be able to predict in a better manner what our customers are looking for by taking the feedback, deliver the value, take the feedback. Like our house built on the 4 pillars, Scrum is built on 3 pillars: transparency, inspection, adaptation. Transparency means making it accessible, make the process transparent at each and every step. We talk about the transparency. For example, later point of time, we are going to, let us say, a simple agreement. So a working agreement. Look at this one for this particular. If the team, they don't have the agreement, they don't have the transparency. At the start of the class, I clearly told, oh, all of you must turn off the camera. All of you must mute the mic. Ask the questions in the chat. So now we have the transparency. We have some kind of an agreement. Now the class is going in a disciplined manner as planned. Yes or no? Similarly, as a Scrum Master, when you join in the organization, for your developers, you're going to help them with a working agreements. Look at the transparency. The team actively listen to each other. They support each other. They're going to join the meeting at this one. They're going to follow the definition I've done. They're going to use the communication tools, continuously aim to improve. This is the transparency. Now everybody is having a shared amount of understanding, transparency. And inspections, examination, the artifacts, inspections is important. And adaptations, adjusting the things. So here we deliver the value, inspect, adapt, check if we are delivering the right thing, inspect and adapt. Scrum is built on transparency, inspection, adaptation. Scrum is founded on empirism. Empirism means knowledge comes from experience and making decisions based on what is observed. What is observed? I know it is too early, but I want to give you a glimpse of it. Okay. For example, there is a concept called velocity. Don't worry about all these things. It is nothing but how much how much your particular team is able to deliver. That's a velocity. Able to deliver, able to deliver. Now, in this particular sprint, the team completed 160 points. Example. In this particular sprint, the team completed 180 points. In this particular sprint, the team completed 150, like this. Now, 57, sprint number 57. Can you predict? Can we predict how much my team can pick up? Can we predict how much my team can deliver? Approximately. So here, approximately, I can confidently tell that my team, on an average, because if I see the average, they are delivering around 150 points. Of course, they will be delivering. So this is a predictability I have. And I'm going to communicate to the business, and we are going to commit the requirements accordingly. And here, I am taking the decisions based on the data. Agree or not? Always remember, data driven decisions are extremely important. D, D, D. Data driven decisions. Here, empirism. Knowledge comes from experience. I'm not telling something with my ego or with my status. I'm telling based on the data. Data driven decisions. Empirism. Knowledge comes from experience. And we also have the lean thinking concepts, which I will explain later. It is a concept of reducing the waste, minimizing the waste in the system, minimizing the waiting times. Let's say if the development team, they are waiting for some information from the business, and because of that, they are not able to progress. So they are waiting. This is a waiting time, unnecessarily creating waste. Maybe as a Scrum Master, you have to talk to the business people and arrange a collaborative meeting and quickly get the clarification. Got it, team? So Scrum is founded on empirism and lean thinking. Empirism asserts that knowledge comes from experience, decisions based on what is observed. Clear? Richa, I am loud and clear. Could you please increase the volume at your end? I have latest high-end devices at my end, Richa. Kindly check your speakers at your end. Okay, team? Cool. Now, Scrum creators, they also embedded these five values. Five values. What are they? Don't worry, we are going to learn all these things very much in detail as we progress. It's more about introduction to Scrum. Okay. Courage. The team members have the right courage. The team members have the courage to do the right thing. Courage to do the right thing. Here in the old ways of working, as a project manager, as a project manager, so here in the old ways of working, if I have certain requirements and if I give to the team, guys, you must do it. I really don't care whether you have really, we have tight deadlines, you must do it. Okay. But here in agile environment, so if the team is not ready, they have the courage to say no. Hey, we are not ready. We don't have the skills. The business requirements are not clear. We are not ready. We can't pick up. So they have the courage to say the no. And the team focuses on the sprint. So at the end of every sprint, so they have the goal to achieve, goal to achieve. We want to help our customers with security. We want to help our customers with loans, payments. So they have goal to achieve. Commitment. People personally commit in achieving the goals. So at the start of every sprint, so the team, they will going to commit to the product owner. Yes, we will complete security. We will complete loans. We will complete payments. So that commitment will be given by the developers. And the developers, they respect each other. There is no ego culture. So normally in the organizations, we have a senior engineer, junior engineer, architect, this. The Scrum creator, they removed all the roles. They named the role as just the developers. And all of them, they are on the same page. There's no ego culture. They respect each other for what they are capable of. And openness. The Scrum creators, the Scrum team, and the stakeholders, they are open about all the challenges. There's no faking, there's no masking. So if there is any challenge, we discuss. Okay. Courage, focus, commitment, respect, openness. Clear? Okay. Cool. Now we have to understand the requirements. We have to build the requirements. We have to support the team to complete the work. We need people basically. So that is the reason Scrum creators, they created three roles. They created three roles. What are the roles? Product owner, Scrum master, developer. So product owner, Scrum master, developers. Let me just give you a small trailer on the roles. Tomorrow we will deep dive. Now, let us say, for example, maybe this is the hospital. We want to build an application for the hospital or a bank, whatever it is. Now, to understand the needs of the customer, to understand the needs of the to understand the needs of the customer and what are their problems, we need to have a particular person. We have to build some product to satisfy the needs. We have to manage that product. So somebody has to own that one. That's the reason the Scrum creators, they created this role and they named that role as product owner. Where is this guy? Do we have him or no? Okay, we don't have it. Okay, let me copy from this slide. So the Scrum creators, they created a role called product owner. Good, good. Now, what is the role of the product owner? Listen carefully. So the product owner, first of all, need to have a clear understanding about who are my customers. Who are my customers? So here in this case, in our small example, who are my customers? The customers for the bank. So we have the banking users like us. Okay. So we have the bank users, and within the bank also we have internal users also will be there. Internal users within the bank. They're all the internal users. Hmm, I have to just read it. Okay. So for this particular bank, somebody has to understand the needs. Somebody has to understand the needs of the internal users, external users, pain point of the users. Who is that one? The product owner. Because they have to build a product which will satisfy the needs of these external users or internal users. So what are the internal users? Maybe like internally we have to build the ranking regulations, or the compliance, security. External users, they want the loans, payments, and everything. So the product owner need to have a clear having understanding about who are the users, what are their needs. After understanding the needs, and the product owner need to prioritize, or they need to have a strategy. So the product owner, along with the business people, they are going to come up with a roadmap. They're going to come up with a roadmap. A roadmap is nothing but a strategy, a direction which helps the organizations to build what we have to build by when we have to build. Maybe in this quarter one, quarter two, quarter three. In the quarter one, let us build accounts and payments, loans and insurance, maybe cyber security and wealth management, blah, blah, blah. A roadmap. So a product owner need to have a good understanding about the vision, building the roadmap. How the roadmap? We have seen. I gave you the glimpse of the roadmap. We will understand next week how to build the roadmap. You see here, product roadmap. Got it, team? Product roadmap. What to build, when to build. You see here, digital transformation, biometric authentication, multi-factor. We will do it. So let us understand the product owner vision, roadmap. After roadmap, the roadmap is at a high level strategy. Now the product owner want to understand the requirements very much in detail. So now product owner is going to meet the business people. PO will meet the business people, gather the requirements, participate in the workshops, gather the requirements, and document the requirements in. They need to have a place, right? We need to have a place where the product owner is going to document the requirements, a backlog, list of things that needs to be completed. That's the backlog, correct? My one is a touch screen, sometimes very, very sensitive. So this is a backlog for particular product. Now this is the product backlog. Product backlog. Oh my God. Product backlog. So who creates the requirements for that particular product? Who drafts the requirements? The product owner meets the business people, participate in the workshop, legal, regulatory, and everything. And they're going to document the requirements in the product backlog. Now, who is going to prioritize what is really important for our customers and the organization? It is a product owner who prioritizes the product backlog. So in real time, we will see that the product owner is going to build a product backlog like this and prioritize, oh, this is really important, and encrypt all the customer data and the compliance officer, blah, blah, blah. Prioritizes the product backlog. Good. So after prioritization, let us say, for example, the secure login is important. Somebody has to clearly explain the requirement to the development team, correct? These are the developers. These are the developers. So the second role that the Scrum creators they created is developers. So here the product owner is going to pick up the requirement, clearly explain, hey guys, we have to complete this in this quarter. This is very urgent. And the the developers are going to pick up the work. Okay, who clearly explains? The product owner clearly explains. And once this is done, the product owner will ask the development team, the business people to come and check how the work has been done. So product owner is like a bridge between the business and developers. Got it? So the product owner vision, roadmap, participating in the workshop, requirement gathering, prioritizing the product backlog, clearly explaining the things to the team. That's the role of the product owner. Okay, cool. Now, second role is the developers. What exactly they do? So they participate in all the meetings, and once the developers pick up the work, yeah, they have to do the design development. How long? It is a short duration. We have a sprint. We have a sprint. So in this particular sprint, for this particular sprint, initially we will be having a refinement meeting, a refinement meeting. So in this refinement meeting, so the product owner clearly explain the requirements to the developers. A refinement meeting clearly. Okay. And then there is another meeting called sprint planning meeting. Sprint planning meeting. Sprint planning meeting. Okay. So in this sprint planning meeting, so the product owner along with the developers, we plan the sprint, how many requirements we can take it for this particular time duration. And then the developers, what they do? The developers on a daily basis, they progress with the work. They do the design, they do the development, they do the testing of all these activities, and they move to done. They move to done. Okay, so for the developers to regularly collaborate, the Scrum creators, they created another meeting. They created another meeting called Daily Scrum. Daily Scrum. DS. DS. Daily Scrum. Daily stand up. Okay, good. Now once the developers they're done, now the product owner need to showcase, the Scrum team needs to showcase the work. They ask, hey, business, we We captured these requirements. Now we are done. Can you please come and review? Can you please come and review? Okay, the Scrum team is going to showcase. So that's the reason the Scrum created. They created another meeting called Sprint Review, where the business people they come and review the work, give the feedback. And once this is done, there is another meeting in the Scrum framework called Sprint Retrospection meeting. Sprint Retrospection, where the development team they participate, they understand what went well, what did not go well, what actions we need to perform in the next sprint so that our sprint 2 is going to be better. Again, in the next sprint, we have the planning, daily stand up, review, retrospection. Again, it repeats, making sense at a high level. Now, we understood the role of the product owner and the developer. Now we are also seeing that lot of meetings are there. So to drive these meetings effectively, to ensure that everybody is doing their job properly as per the Agile, everybody is following the Agile values and principles to bring the transparency, collaboration, facilitation, and if the team is having some external, for example, if the team is working on this particular requirement, okay, and this requirement is having some kind of external dependency with a third party. So somebody has to take care of all those dependencies, remove the dependencies so that the team can focus on the work. So that is the reason Scrum creators, they created another role and they named that role as Scrum Master. Scrum Master. What is the role of the Scrum Master? The Scrum Master will ensure that the Scrum framework is adapted properly, facilitate, ensure that all the meetings are there in the place, help the product owner to manage the product backlog, help the developers to progress with the work so that they achieve their goals, remove the dependencies, improve the work culture, improve the collaborations, do the regular retrospections for continuous improvement. So the Scrum Master will be doing all these activities which will help the team members to get the work done, help the product owner with the roadmaps, do the retrospections, assess the agile maturity, see how far the team is matured in agile. Who will do it? The Scrum Master will do all this work. So together we call it as Scrum team. Tomorrow we are going to understand very much in detail. Tomorrow, the entire session, we are going to understand only three roles: product owner, developer, Scrum Master, very much in detail, in depth, in depth. But at least you got a high level understanding, correct? So now when you open the job description, tomorrow we'll see in detail. Simply just type product owner. Okay. You can pick up any job description. So you see here, translate the requirements into clear requirements. Agile product owner, product owner. I'm looking for a good job description. So conduct the refinement meeting, develop the requirements, set up the goal, production issues. Got it? Product owner. Understand the business strategy, clarify the requirements, health stream, all the healthcare, any company, banking, healthcare, position information. Here you see, work from the vision instead of being solely task oriented. So you have to work from the vision. You need to have a clear vision. That's what they're asking about. Correct? So work with the product management, stakeholders, focus. As we progress, we are going to see all these activities very much in detail. Junior product owner jobs are coming up in the market. Okay, you said, as I said, backlog management, participate in the meeting, coordination. Here also you see the issues, risks, audit team. So together we call them as Scrum team. Who is the Scrum team? Scrum team is a combination of Scrum Master, product owner, and developer. So in the organization, typically, we are going to make the Scrum teams small cross-functional, around 10 people, around 10 people, Scrum teams. So who is accountable? Who is accountable for creating a value in the organization? The Scrum team is accountable. In the examination, you will be getting a question. Who is accountable for creating a value? Not the developer, not the product owner, because everybody has their own role. Everybody have their own responsibility. Scrum Master, product owner, developers. Now, what are the events that we have in the Scrum? Scrum contains the sprint. So we have seen the backlog refinement where the product owner clearly explains the sprint planning where we plan the work, we track the work, we do the review, we complete the sprint. Events. Tomorrow I will show it in real time how the actually we will be driving the sprints. Okay. Scrum events. I'm going to upload this in the drive. I want all of you to drive. You will be having entire next week to read the material, watch the recording, ask the question, do the assignments. Now we also have artifacts. What are the artifacts we have? Product backlog, sprint backlog, increment. What is a product backlog? Product backlog is list of things that needs to be completed. So for the banking product, this is the product backlog. Product backlog. Who manages this? Product owner. So what kind of features we want to offer? Accounts, loans, payment, insurance, wealth management, cards, all these features we want to build. Are we going to build in one go? No, we are using iterative incremental approach. Now for this particular sprint, we are going to pick up this requirement, accounts, savings account, login functionality so that our customers can start using the accounts. So for this particular sprint, this is the sprint backlog, correct or not? Whereas this is the product backlog. Next, once we deliver the accounts, we want to take loans. So we are going to take the loans requirements and add it here. Debit card loan, car loan, home loan, personal loan, so that our customers can start using loans. This is the sprint backlog for loans. Similarly, we have another sprint, and this is for the insurance. So we are going to have all the detailed insurance requirement, car insurance, home insurance, health insurance, travel insurance, and we complete it, insurance. So this is the sprint backlog for insurance. Got the difference? Product backlog, list of links that needs to be completed over a period of time for your product. Sprint backlog is only for the particular sprint to achieve the goal, to achieve the goal, to achieve the goal. Clear? Product backlog, sprint backlog. There is another concept called increment. What is an increment? Value plus previous value. So here customers can use accounts. Here customers can use loans, also accounts, because they already have the accounts feature. We already delivered. Now in this, customers can access insurance, loans, and accounts. So iterative and incremental approach. Got it right? Imagine like you got a Samsung smartphone and you got one camera, next version two cameras, next version three cameras, add features, more and more features incrementally. WhatsApp, incrementally adding features. Agree or not? So those are the three artifacts from the Scrum framework. That's it. In nutshell, Scrum framework. Okay. So Scrum framework created by these people, transparency, inspection, adaptation, five values, roles, events, artifacts. That's it. So these questions are going to come in the examination as is. Towards the end of the training, you will be doing that examination, which will help after the completion of the training. You can confidently clear two certifications, Professional Scrum Master certification and Professional Scrum Product Owner certification as well. Both of these, you are going to complete it from scrum.org. They are lifetime valid certifications. Outside, people have to do separate training for this, separate training for this, separate training for Jira, separate training for Confluence, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to get all the knowledge from my classes. Good. Now let us see. I don't want, so in the interest of time, I'm not unmuting. So don't answer your questions in the chat. Let me answer the questions because we have a small hands-on assignment as well. Scrum has a role called project manager. In Scrum, we don't have. We have only Scrum Master, Product Owner, Developer. False. Three pillars of empirism are inspection, transparency, adaptation. Upon what type of process control Scrum is based? Based on empirical empirism. Who is on the Scrum team? Developer, Scrum Master, Product Owner. Got it? So those kind of questions will be coming from, not those kind, those questions will be coming as is in the examination as well. Okay, team? Good. Now let us go to our small hands-on assignment as well. Now, after the break, we understood about the Scrum and understood about the roles, events, artifact. Now, the second section of the assignment goes like this. I want you to create a page called Scrum Framework. I want you to create a page called, so now earlier we understood how to create a page. How to create a page. We understood. We created the SDLC page. We also created the Agile manifesto page. Now I am going to help you a different approach. I'm going to help you to understand how to create a parent page, like for example, Scrum framework. Under the parent page, we are going to create child pages, Scrum roles, Scrum events, and Scrum artifacts. This is the structure. Let us create this structure in the Confluence tool. How to create a page? Content, create, page. Okay, so Scrum framework. That's it. Publish. If we want to add any content, we can add it. Let us publish. Now, under Scrum framework, we have to create three child pages. What are the child pages? Scrum team, Scrum events, Scrum artifacts. Let us create that. Now, watch carefully how to create a child page under a parent page. If you are again creating here or here, it will create a page at the root level. But we want to create a page under Scrum framework. So do the mouse over, create page. Okay, here Scrum roles, publish. Okay, successfully published. Now create again here only. If you create it here, you are going to create a child page under roles, but we want to create a child page under Scrum framework. Create page. So we're here, we say Scrum events, publish. Yeah, Scrum page artifact, publish. Got it? This is how you create. Now you can collapse or expand. You are categorizing. For example, this is a pizza, veg pizza, non-veg pizza, Mexican pizza. So we are just keeping a proper structure. Later point of time, you're going to do the retrospection. Retrospection, a parent page. Under retrospection, sprint 1 retrospection, sprint 2 retro, sprint 3 retro, like this. Okay, cool. Now, what I want you to do, scroll down. There is Scrum doc. Download the Scrum doc. enable editing. Under Scrum team, please copy the Scrum team. Go to the go to the Scrum roles, edit. You can keep Scrum roles or Scrum events. That's fine. I'm just keeping Scrum team. You can always edit, okay? But you cannot format the header. It will automatically disable. But this text, you can always format like this. Okay, please read. Scrum Master. The Scrum Master ensures that the team follows the principles, removes this, product owner maximizes the value, development team, update. Just only two, three liners. Tomorrow we will understand very much in detail. Okay, team. So similarly, go back to your go back to your document, and I want you to document the events as well. Events, Scrum events, edit, update, what? Similarly, artifacts, edit, product backlog, sprint backlog, increment, update. Easy assignment, isn't it? So slowly we'll get used to it. And I want you to read after publishing, please read. What is a product backlog? What is a sprint backlog? Make notes. The materials, recordings, everything will be available in the Google Drive here very shortly in 10-15 minutes after the completion of the class. I'm going to upload it in the August Drive. And don't worry about the access. Even if you see here, people from 2022, they still have the access. 2023, Jan 23, February 24, you see here, December 22. They are not in a dummy folders, okay? Don't think that it's a dummy. I don't do any nonsense, silly things. So these are the materials. Look at this. And even if you want to watch the recording, double click. April 2023, we are talking about 2 years back. And then the epic and user stories, you click here and it'll start like 2 years back, like 3 years back. You just open. They're all playing in cloud. You see where the teams there. We are doing the assignments, user stories, fraud detection. 2 years back itself, we were emphasizing, we are talking about the cyber security. You see the date here, April 7, 2023. Okay, team. So don't worry about the access issues. So you'll be having access, but you have to keep effort. Not you have to, you must keep effort. Let me emphasize that word must. Okay. So with that, the second section of the assignment is done. So tomorrow's our goal is to complete. Our goal is to understand the roles very much in detail. At a high level, we understood the product owner, scrum master, developers. So tomorrow we will understand very much in detail about the product owner role, about the scrum master role, and how to set up the teams, cross-functional teams and everything, risk register, all this stuff. We are going to understand it tomorrow in a very detailed manner. Okay, team, if you see our agenda for tomorrow, I'm going to upload the material as well. If you want, you can read and come. So the developer role. So who's the developer, component teams, the designers, okay, skill metrics, and the product owner, vision, roadmap, management, stakeholder management, product management, scrum master, facilitating, tools, project management, these things. Okay, team, cool. All good. Now what I'm doing, I'm opening the floor for questions. And you can ask me just 1 minute before. Whoever has the questions, please raise your hand. Let us follow some discipline rather than just randomly unmuting and asking. Before that, let me cover the questions in the chat window. The whole company will be publishing the project related to the doc. Not really, because we're talking about individual teams. Let us say we are in the cybersecurity team. So as and when the documentation is there, they will update. Similarly, we have a teams from the payments department. So the payment department, whenever they have some updates, they will. So every teams, they have their own set of activities that they have to perform, right? It's not the entire company will do the in one go. Under company, we have different spaces. So each team will be using their own space. And when we are the Jira administrator, when they're creating the space, they can make the space public so that anybody can may view that space. Or sometimes, let us say, for example, in that particular space, we want to store some customer sensitive data, and I want to make it very private. Let us say, for example, we're a senior executives here. We take the decisions at the organization level, and we want to document those decisions, but we don't want everyone to see that. So we make that private space. Okay, which means that it is locked. Nobody can just enter it. Can you please be a little louder? Yeah. Sunil, product owner equal to BA, there is a difference. Tomorrow we are going to understand the difference between the business analyst, product owner, product manager, project manager, all the roles you are going to get additional clarification. But in short, they are different. Business analyst meet the business people, gather the requirements, analyze the requirements, come up with the solutioning. Product owner owns the entire product, have a good vision, a roadmap, strategy, backlog management, stakeholder management, okay, a decision maker, value maximizer. Both roles are different. Agile is fine. Agile is fine, Maju. That's good. Look, lean is also under agile only. So lean is a concept of minimizing the waste. It's not a big deal. And that will be covered throughout the classes. Can we please close the time just to ensure that we don't miss anything when we are bound by the time restrictions? Oh yeah, we are done almost, no problem at all. Even if you miss, like, sometimes it may take extra 10-15 minutes here and there. So I'm not a kind of a person who closely watch and just shut it, because sometimes maybe people will be having some extra questions. I can't tell that, guys, we are done with the time, and then I can't just abruptly end the class. I'm sorry to say this. I'm going to start the class on time, but ending the class on time, it depends. 10-15 minutes, please reserve as a buffer. As I said, you always have the live class recording as a backup. Do the product owner own the backlog or the scrum master? No, the product owner, because I am the one who meet the business people, gather the requirements. I know what are the pain points. Scrum master is not part of it. Scrum master is going to uh, closely work with the development teams, get the work done on time, remove the dependencies, conduct the meetings and everything. Okay. Requirements, what needs to be built, the pain points, prioritization, product owner responsibility. Got it, Philip? Cool. So now you have the option to unmute. I answered all your questions in the chat box. But if any of you have any questions, you can unmute and you can ask. Please feel free to unmute and ask. Chiama, sleeping? Are you okay?
So, hi Lakshmi,
Anu?
I just wanted
Yes, Anu.
to ask. So this confluence, it's just one part of this at Lance, right? It's
Atlassian. The name of the
yeah
company is Atlassian.
at
Atlassian has various products. Each product is
products. Yeah.
designed to perform certain activities. The Confluence
Mm-hmm.
is more for the document collaboration. There is
Mm-hmm.
another product called Jira. That Jira
Jira.
tool is designed for project management. The entire
Okay.
project management, where we can write the activities, where we can track, where we can do the reporting, where we can visualize the dashboards. That's what the Confluence is. Oh, sorry, the Jira is for.
The Jira is okay.
Yes,
And
yes.
I can see other also like
Other tools also will
of
be
other
there.
tools.
Not
Yeah.
much familiar, not much with respect to from the agile perspective. Different.
Okay.
Some yeah, yeah.
No worries. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, so Chima, you are not sleeping. Thank you. It's my one of an introductory class, Chima. You are a senior Scrum Master. Hi team, just for all of your information, Chiama is my very good student from USA, and she's already having extensive experience as a senior Scrum Master. But still, she joins and then understand more from my side. And I also enjoy her guidance. Okay, good, Chiama. Nice. Anyone, any questions, team? From India, Australia? Jignesh, how was my class? Able to understand, Jignesh?
Yes, Lakshmi, it was really, really good and
Hmm.
to the point, I would say, and very
Yep.
informative. Yeah,
Nice,
and
nice. Thank you,
nice and
Jignesh.
clear actually to
All right,
the.
cool. Thank
Yeah.
you. Perfect. Thanks for the
Hi,
feedback.
Lakshmi.
Yes.
Uh, Here Sunita here. Sorry, I
Oh,
joined from my
Sunita.
phone.
Oh, you joined from
Yeah,
your
yeah,
phone. Oh, that's the reason that
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
displaying the name. Okay,
Yeah,
Sunita, go
sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask because I'm very new to Confluence. So my
No problem
question
at all.
is like, yeah, my question is like, consider my company, like we are going to contribute for one banking, like one of the banking project. So under that, in the Confluence, you told like we create spaces, right?
Correct. Exactly. Yeah.
Like for
So when you're
example,
talking,
huh?
this is the Confluence. So as an administrator, you will be doing these activities later. But let us say, for example,
Okay.
my name is Sunita, and I want to, the bank is there. Under the
Hmm.
bank, okay, 1 minute, yeah. Maybe tomorrow I will open this slide also, but maybe let us take this bank. Now, in a particular bank, we have various departments. Yes. So
Yes,
we have the
yes.
corporate banking, data, cybersecurity, legal, payment. So for each department, there is a certain group of teams who will be taking care of the payment related stuff, who will be taking care of the security related. So
Hmm.
now here, as an Jira administrator, what I'm going to do when the new project came, so we are going to go to the spaces. Here, there's an option called create space,
Hmm.
and we create a space for cybersecurity team or cybersecurity project, whatever. Next, create space, easy. So a space is
Hmm.
created specifically for the cybersecurity teams, and then here we will be adding the teams. Now the cybersecurity related teams, they are going to add all their activities and everything, whatever the related requirement documentation.
There
Similarly,
is
when
no
they
need
go
to
to the,
create any. Okay.
sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
There is no need to create any child under this, or just drop all the documents under this cybersecurity project.
No, no, this is a project, right? Under the particular project, you will be having a lot of things. For example,
Yeah.
I want to create under cybersecurity, we want to go for maybe the, uh, let's say, regulatory and compliance. Yeah. So under that, we
Okay.
have a lot of various frameworks. So this regulatory and compliance is a parent page. Now under regulatory and compliance, we have various, let's say we have the HIPAA regulatory is there, GDPR is there. So maybe, so we are going to say, so the HIPAA is there, and then under GDPR. So like this, you have to come up with the structure according to the need. So you can't just drop everything here.
Hmm.
So these are all comes under the regulatory. Similarly, the business requirements, maybe the retrospections, the reviews, the challenges, blockers, anything you can document, which needs attention, you can document, we can track it, and we can alert the business people as well. And how do we notify and all the things? We will learn slowly as we progress. We just started creating the pages.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, good.
It was
Happy with
informative.
today's
Yeah.
class?
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah, yeah. It was very informative. Thank you.
Nice, nice. So from tomorrow you will enjoy more. It's more of a basic introduction class today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Anya is asking, you made me to stand out. So much knowledge and confidence and put me in that trouble. Imagine previously handling one team to have to handle uh, three teams. Same time you put me in a good trouble. Oh, sorry. To handle three teams, all thanks to you. Oh, no problem, Chima. No problem at all. Now you are three teams handling. That's wonderful. Wonderful, Chima. All right, team. Any final questions? All good. Thank you very much for your valuable time. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, one important point is tomorrow when you join the class, please make sure that you use the link number 2. Okay, so from tomorrow it is only strictly only for the paid people and who registered. So from tomorrow we are going to use this Zoom link, not this Zoom link. So day 1 is the Zoom link. So from day 2, day 10, I clearly mentioned, please use this one. So Jira and Confluence, your links remain same. And how do you interact with these people? Tomorrow we will talk. Okay, team. Thank you.
Hi, Lakshmi. Let's last one
Yes,
quickly.
yes,
Just
Jignesh.
where do I get payment link?
The payment link
Okay.
to register for this.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, I will send you the payment link, Jignesh. No problem
Cool.
at all.
Thank you so
Okay
much.
then. Thank you. All right, team. I'm stopping the recording.